Evan folds. Dan folds.
Help too.
Rush folds.
Little mom, papa.
Jimmy folds.
Quarter.
25 straight from Barry.
All right, sorry about that. Don't know what really happened there. We lost my
Heads up.
I check.
Jimmy checks.
lost my computer there for a second.
Check the.
Jimmy with a 5-4. Big Bad Wolf with an ace-7. Looks like they're going to be checking it down to the turn. Jimmy making the bet now with the diamonds.
Barry calls.
3 diamonds on the board now. The 4th diamond hitting Jimmy now with the diamond flush, but doesn't know that Big Barry has the ace of diamonds in his hand, so we'll see how that goes. Barry going to put out a bet here. Let's see if Jimmy makes any kind of
Well,
call.
you bet me when I didn't have nothing. I'm gonna bet you $110.
110 from Barry.
Barry with the bet of 110 into the pot of
Two Marcus.
130.
Anything new happen? Nothing for him?
Pot now at $240. Jimmy with a decision to make here.
Something's gonna
With just a 4-high flush, could be making this call.
No.
He does make the call, and Barry shows him the nut flush.
It's gonna happen.
When you told me, I thought it was bad.
No, that's
when
not
that
it,
happened, I was
dog.
like, oh, I guess that was it.
If something's gonna happen. I was surprised with that hand. I thought, wow.
Still the same stuff. Still sitting around third.
He's got 100 million
Yeah, I mean,
chips. He's climbing though.
there's a-
He's being aggressive, I imagine.
He's 3 big blinds away from first and second.
Oh, and they're right there
And
together.
then there's neck and neck, and he's got small big blinds, and he can be aggressive. He's in a good spot right now.
He's playing
Hold'em tournament, yeah.
WSOP.
Big.
1 million for
You
first
see this
place.
guy right here in the 50K Players Champion? Brent, look at this guy right here. In the TPC Championship, his name's Christopher Tom. I'm at an Ultimate Texas Hold'em table in Choctaw. This motherfucker comes up, starts betting max bet 1,000 a hand and giving me 20% of it because he knew Bucky.
Oh, man. And it was a
Oh,
And
that was
Bucky
good.
goes, yeah, it's literally this guy right here. He's like,
Barry
bro,
Sanders.
I made like 100 million in crypto.
Barry Folds.
He's like,
Brent
I'm gonna
Folds.
bless you. And I was like, who are you? Yeah, right now he's like super deep in a 50K
Evan
buy-in.
Folds.
He's like 7th in chips out of like 9 remaining or something.
Great.
100 million.
Yeah, it's the game. It's the Poker Players Championship where they.
I'm going to look down at sevens, pocket sevens here.
It's like one of the most well-renowned tournaments ever, and he's scooping chips right now.
Raise from Jimmy.
It's so funny that it's him. Bucky told me that the other day.
130.
Jimmy now with an ace-king offsuit, so big slick offsuit for Jimmy, and falling ahead right now with pocket sevens, makes the call at 105. Is an ace-4 queen, so Jimmy now a top pair, Fong
You know?
pocket sevens, no good at this time.
I was like,
Down to 2 outs, making the bet of 150.
Tournament. This guy comes along gives me 3K. I was like, bro, how does this shit
That
happen?
runs so good.
Fong folding and giving Jimmy the pot there.
Crazy.
You know, you lose, you win.
For real. You
Right on the button.
gotta be a nice guy.
Thank you.
I took Jimbo. I lose the hand. I got
I'm not live yet.
Because otherwise it's going to break.
Oh, he's got keys.
Otherwise it's going to break.
10 king hot. Look like that.
Like Monday.
King so hot. I got straight draw, blood draw.
Hey, this Gary dude's been picking up hands.
Why Jimbo, you know how it is.
He was the one that was picking on
Brenton folds.
Braxton.
Evan folds. Dan folds. Rush folds. $10, Jimmy.
But look at the blinds. 1 mil, 2 mil,
Very
2 mil. Like, the short stacks have 10 blinds, man.
Heads up.
13 blinds.
Check. Check.
You
And then
me?
he just wins
Check,
5 million.
Mostly
No
you.
blinds.
I don't have shit.
We good? Check.
Queen high.
1.5.
I cannot beat it.
I know that way I let you and me get raw, you know.
Thank you.
I back you out, right?
Yeah, you don't ever get a call.
I know, but I don't back either because I guess I find out the good play.
Button straddle.
That hand belly, you know what I have? I have a hawk.
Makes it cool to be 23 and I think.
I never believe you have the ace.
Oh, you have the button straddle?
Oh yeah, you have the king.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining me.
I got it all the way, you know, you're lucky you hit
Being
that
a
diamond.
kid there.
I have one.
That's
I
right,
read
years
like
later.
50.
Yeah.
I know.
That's all it was 20 years ago.
And now they're all 40 and I'm in a new
Send
gym.
the call in.
New gym.
Evan going to look down at a king jack offsuit. Fong in the big blind. Not sure what he has yet. Air Force One with a 5 deuce goes away, but Jimmy now with the stack of chips in front of him, gonna make the call for $10. Of course, we don't know what cards he has. Fong as well. Flop is Queen Jack 4, so 2 diamonds for Big Bad Wolf. He's got the Ace 3 of diamonds.
25.
The 5 on the turn, giving Barry the wheel draw. Of course, Evan now betting that Jack.
Did you just hear that?
Jimmy gonna make the call.
I like his
From Jimmy
flat
and Barry
brim.
calls.
Da.
Not from Jimmy, but a call from Jimmy and Barry calls.
I did that last time I was
No,
doing
he called. Evan bet the 25. Brent
it. And they called me. These
Oh.
guys got me.
Don't grab my hand, baby.
I won't. I won't. No, 3 players. Evan.
And the 3 on the river gonna give Evan the win, unless of course Jimmy has a queen in that hand, or an ace deuce, or a 6-7, or a Queen Jack. Looks like Jimmy's reaching for a raise here,
Raise.
and he does. He raises it up to,
Barry
On
calls.
the flop.
Evan calls.
You got your straight.
raises it up to 1.
How do you know?
7-6, right?
7
Oh
of hearts,
man,
6
you're
of
too
hearts.
smart. Man, I can't believe you. He know everything I have, 17.
Lucky Doug's sitting out there with 2,600 in chips.
I think
Sure has had a good night.
That way, I haven't.
Oh.
I think.
Determined.
Oh, I love that
Both
guy.
y'all on the same table.
You hate to see that. I mean, love to see that for the guy. Just kidding, Brent.
Both of y'all. No.
No, I'm not leaving.
Yeah.
It don't
Hey, my
matter
friend,
anyway. Just
come
give me
in.
some chips.
Straddle on the button. You got it. Okay.
Oh, I'm picking at this.
10.
You told me you were going to the gym and coming back.
I did.
Well, what do you mean I didn't text you?
Hey, how are you?
Alright, golly, this lineup looks pretty good.
10 to call.
Going in this shit on that. Wait, what you buying for
Jimmy
TK?
calls.
No, what I brought from over there.
Shut the fuck up, girl. You ain't mad at me no more then.
No, he's not.
I was never mad at you.
He was never
I was
mad.
never mad.
Could've
Jimmy
been.
calls.
Jimmy with a Queen Jack offsuit gonna make the call of $10. Barry on the straddle.
60 from Barry. Brenton calls.
Probably gonna raise it up here. I wouldn't be surprised.
Evan
He does raise it to 60.
Dean calls.
No, I can't. I played with some
Jimmy
of
called.
the biggest assholes ever, man.
Sir?
I played with some of the biggest assholes
Jimmy
ever.
gonna make the $50 call. Fong as well, and we're gonna go 4 ways to a flop.
Totally turned sitting back.
Seen it all.
Carl
4
and good
players.
way.
Dan.
9-3-7. So Barry picking up 2 pair.
Jimmy checks.
Lubbock Legend picks up bottom pair with his ace kicker.
I'm gonna bet.
Not sure what Fong has. Of course, Jimmy makes the check.
That don't ruin the business. Let me some people coming in.
I don't want nobody in. Let me
Barry
try to get
deciding if he can
everybody
bring in
in.
some money here and
I'm gonna bet
hopefully hold on.
275.
275.
See if I can just pick it up.
Cool.
Calls from Evan.
Barry with a $250 bet here. 275, excuse me.
You stay right there, Louis?
Dan folds. Jimmy folds. We're heads up.
There you go.
Jimmy go too.
150, it's right there about 150.
And an ace on the turn, giving Evan now
Okay.
the bigger 2 pair, moving Barry down to having to hope and a prayer for a 9 or a 7 on the river.
God,
Smack your
I'm
account.
good at
Roll.
8,000.
Yeah.
Twice.
Yeah.
Twice.
I'm going twice.
Twice.
All in and a call.
When you know if this is
Yeah, 8 to them.
500.
Man, what does it cost you? 75 with the pair 3?
And a back door hard draw, not hard draw.
How much is it?
500 even. From
Yeah, why?
Tough loss for Barry on that hand there.
You know what?
Flop the 9s and 7s and hope you're good. You don't really get scared of the ace because you're hoping that he's got a bigger kicker with it that doesn't pair up.
That's so lucky you make hand all the way.
Straddle on the button.
What's that? Everyone will get with that, honey? Jimmy, what's up, homie?
I said when you're
Hey,
home,
where you where's your salon at?
the one in University
University on what?
and 66.
66?
How you do that? How do you do over there? Good?
Yeah.
Good for you. I had
Mac, when you
I counted it, I bought it for
When you
14
get
and I
caught up.
left with after paying you.
How much?
Total was 14 and then I left with
bring me
19.
3,000.
Oh, not good. I thought you take all money from him.
Not good? I was up 600.
I know, but okay, but because you pay, you win on a lot already.
What's up? What do we need?
How much do you have in front of you?
You
We're
want-
trying to do a
would
check.
you
600, I think.
Yeah, they're 2 stacks of 16.
$600, yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Man,
Yes, ma'am.
And a button straddle.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm 3K behind.
And three. JK.
3K behind?
Yes.
You're trying to come for everybody, huh?
Just
Hey,
me.
there.
Thanks, Evan.
Just
All right,
me.
thank you.
And maybe Brandon if he can get him.
Hey, do you need? I'll watch the stream and my cards and
Your
show
big
up
blind,
good
Jimmy,
enough.
5 bucks.
Scan them both at
Big
the
line,
same
5
time.
bucks.
Scan them one at a
Air
time.
Force One's brought his chip stack back pretty good here, and he's looking down at Big Slick offsuit.
Play for 25 from Rush. He's out. Between the button and the small. He didn't get dealt in.
Just a moderate raise to 25 though.
Justin,
2,063
Dan
quarter.
Cole.
And in a game like this, that'll bring in the hands like Jack 4 and King 5.
Cole. Dan Cole.
Justin making the call with a King 5 suited, and Lubbock Legend with an 8-7 suited as well.
5 players. Rush you first.
Deuce 8-5, 2 hearts.
Check.
Justin picking up the pair of 5s. Lubbock Legend with the with the top pair.
85 from Evan.
And he's going to lead out here for probably $85 or so, and he does.
Dan Cole.
$85 bet. Fong, whose cards we cannot see, makes a snap call.
Did you get him?
Air Force One looking around, and he's going to let it go with 2 overs on the board,
No problem. Looks like it's okay.
with 2 overs in his hand. He's going to let that go. Jimmy with the Jack 4 making a call here.
185.
Very strange to me. I mean, he's got to hit, or actually he raises, excuse me. He's making the raise to 185.
Britton, do you want to stay in the 2 or 3? Pull from Justice 3.
I had you on my left earlier, so you can share it. You gonna run it hot or? Keep my foot in fucking money, man. Crazy setup. Oh, it's cool now.
If only everybody could see what I see.
You didn't even go to practice? Dude, that's gonna fuck
No,
you.
no, if I was gonna go.
If Evan could see what I see, he would just be making a call here.
Evan Fuller.
Don't do that.
He does lay it down, and Jimmy does pick up the hand.
Where you running?
Excuse me, Fong.
Because I don't know what you call.
Now with with a chance to call as well, but he does fold.
Yeah, he folded. Okay.
So Jimmy with the raise.
You gotta have 2 of them,
No.
Shows an 8. I actually saw the 8 in his hand.
8-5 or 8-8 of cards.
Strange because the card reader had a 4, Jack 4 in there.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Cause I had one of those
All
too.
right, 2-5.
Really? How Hitler?
Little.
His kicker made 2
F5. Two pair.
Little pair.
I'd love 2 pair.
Small, big blind.
That way I'm ready for. F5 suited.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that way I have love 2 pair.
Nah,
You said 8 or ace?
8.
8.
Yeah, that way 2 pair.
It was offsuit.
5 to call.
It wasn't suited.
Yeah.
If it was 8-5 of clubs, the 5 of clubs was
25
out there. It
from
couldn't be
Britton.
in
Call from Justin.
there. Hit 8-5 offsuit.
Evan Cole. Dan Cole.
Remember, you just
Louis
got
folds. Rush folds. Jimmy folds and Mary folds.
You can't lie to the the dude that got the mic on the chip lead. Cause he's team 7, huh? What's he now?
4 ways to a flop here. Lucky Duck and
You got
JB
me
not
one.
showing their
Evan.
hands yet.
Evan, you got me one, Evan. He good.
and he hits the jack on the
5 from
And
Brett.
now he just took the chip lead, 4 betting or 5 betting ace king versus the dude queen jack, the other chip leader.
Queen 6-5. No help for the two hands that are showing. JB raises it to 100 after Lucky Duck's bet.
Brenton.
And Lucky Duck going away. Wow.
Who's in the chip? Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Shows just a pair of
I'm
fives.
surprised now. That's what I told him.
Is he a good player?
Next person has 160.
He's a gambler. He's a really gambling captain.
So he's, I mean, still they're close, but this three guy
I have
is
C2.
short stack.
Three.
Well, those just a pairs.
Yeah,
Well, he can ride out to level up. He should be able to ride out to level up with the.
He should be able to get third, realistically
Yeah,
third,
Jack.
which is like 600, 500.
C2, yes, right now.
So they're down to 6.
You just trying to fuck her. Thought you paid like motherfucker, let's go. Hope you hit that queen.
All right.
So Louis back at the table. He's in the
Straddle on the
7th
button,
seat.
brother.
Yeah, I'll take
And you're
it.
gonna be big blind for 5. whatever you-
Looks like we've got a new player coming in the 3 seat.
Oh, yes.
Not you, Brenton. You're not.
Oh,
She's coming up with him. Oh, there's a
Barry,
tornado
we're
in
gonna
that
start
door.
I know.
Send the call.
Barry gonna look down in the small blind. We're not sure what he has, but there's a $10 straddle on the button by Jimmy.
It's like draw,
For
man.
$5 and then it's 10.
Jenny in the 2 seat gonna look down and make the call as well.
Jenny calls, Brenton folds, Barry had called the 10. Justin calls the 10. Evan folds.
JB makes the call as well as Lubbock Legend with a king 8 of clubs.
Jimmy
Fong
and Russ folds.
goes away.
Henry.
What's up,
Air
Henry?
Force 1 folds.
Jimmy folds.
Jimmy in the 10 seat folds to the raise to 60 from Fong.
Barry
Oh, you
calls.
come late, they'll go
Barry
to
in the small blind gonna make the call.
50 more.
Just call. I'm Justin.
I'm Glenn.
Jenny folds.
I'm Glenn. Hi, I'm Glenn.
Jenny making the fold and
No, it's
yeah,
tall.
Hi, I'm Glenn.
JB with a decision here when he decides to make it.
Okay, I want to call 50 more.
Fold
They're gonna
from
come-
Justin.
they're gonna come right
And Evan makes the call.
Hi, I'm
So we're 3 ways to a flop here. 2 hands not showing up.
CD.
Queen 8 queen. Wow. So Lubbock Legend flopping the pair of 8s. Fong and Barry both with their hands not showing. Fong making the bet of $60 it appears. $80, I'm sorry. Did not see the third chip.
Nowadays they go to jail for making that movie. That and Django.
Barry makes the call.
You could never go. You could never win a movie like that.
3 players.
Johnny Knoxville too.
Barry checks. Evan checks.
Lubbock Legend making the call, and we're going to get a check.
Thank you. 3 players. Check.
9 of clubs on the river. So we got check.
Have 8.
Have an 8 with a
Queens and
king.
8s. Queens and 8s with a
Barry
king.
with 6s, it looks like. And Evan going to pick up that pot of $310 profit with a pair of
All right,
8s.
2 and 5. Straddle on the button.
So Big Bad Wolf now sitting over there with 2,900 in chips. Of course, I'm thinking that's a rebuy.
Oh,
Lucky Duck sitting there with 2,600. He's still looking good with his chip stack.
Put all this
Celebrate.
right there if I had it
Till we stop playing.
on the turn and then the river. I'd have fucking just.
All right, Jenny, it's going to start with you, man. $10.
He wins 1.1 million.
Just FYI, anybody out there that's still watching, we're rooting for the Giants right now. We're rooting for the San Francisco Giants in baseball. So look it up and root for them. For me.
Dan folds, Louis folds. Rush and Jimmy
Be a
folds.
nice little hit for me this week.
35.
Not that anybody does any of that kind of stuff.
And Jenny calls.
Lucky Duck raising to 25 with a 4 deuce. So welcome back,
That ain't working well.
old style Lucky Duck. Not that he ever left, but Barry with the 5-4.
Jenny,
So we have an ace, 9, jack, 2 hearts. Jenny's card's not showing.
50 from
If
Rush
someone
and
could
Barry.
tell her to scan those cards, it would sure be nice.
Oh my god.
Bet of $50 from Lucky Duck.
This shit, 35
Jenny with a
million.
decision to make here, trying to make a decision, and she's going to go away as well.
He's calling.
When he might be
A
called.
little ace.
What's the other guy
Do
got?
we have to start with
Ace King.
No, no, it's not.
Thank you.
Lazy. He might
small stack, 35 million.
But the problem is
Yeah.
100 million
well,
stack
no, there's-
raised in front of him.
2 and 5.
It's the next to smallest.
So he's got to worry about the guy behind him too with 100 million.
What does the other guy have?
106 million.
No, the
Just your big one, $5.
Ace 10.
Evan, you first. Then.
I don't know if I'm
Evan
gonna
folds.
call.
Dan folds.
Well, no choice.
Louis folds.
Did he call it?
He did call the 35 million.
Rush calls.
Is it heads up? Yeah.
Jimmy calls. Barry folds.
Braxton
$5.
here. He's a 23% favorite.
25 from Jenny. Brenton folds.
What the hand? Ace king, ace queen. It's a 1 and 4 thing.
Justin calls.
No way he hits another three.
Rush folds and Jimmy calls.
He done it once already? Or?
Yeah, to save his life.
Not to save his life.
Need
but-
Jimmy's hand?
This won't even really hurt him too bad.
Jenny. Can you stand your hand for me?
All right, Jimmy with pocket fours now makes the call. Jenny raised it up to $25, and JB makes the call for 10. Now, Jenny's cards, Jenny does have a queen, king, queen offsuit.
Yes.
Flop is 8-9-5. No help for anybody, really.
Oh my
No
Jimmy's still leading the way with pocket
He
fours.
stands
But
up.
it's going to get checked. It's going to get checked around to him from JB.
Jimmy
Jimmy checks it, of course, and Jenny checks it.
You have the next two places
8 of
by
spades,
60
so
million chips.
2 pair with 2 spades on the board. Still no help for anyone. Let's see who's decided to take some action here. JB is going to make the bet of $40, it looks like. Jimmy as well going to make the call,
Calls. 40 to
and that probably will get a check out of JB if it just is heads up.
Come play here.
If Jenny makes the call as well, you're probably most definitely going to see a check from JB after the river,
Flat deal.
unless he hits his 10.
He said it's 1,500.
Jenny going to go away though, so
Problem is
unless
if
you see a
check
10
the
here on the
person that
river,
you
more
may
than
not
likely
see
you're going to
that
get a
good.
check from JB, and it is going to be a 9. So 9s and 8s with a 10. JB actually winning this hand probably doesn't even know it. Actually probably feels like he loses. So he may look at it and see his only chance of winning this pot as a bet. But if he does, he opens himself up for a raise here
Down
from
to
Jimmy,
4 or 5.
who's very
Quarter
likely to do it as well.
But that was the last one. It might be 300K like right now.
125, Jimmy?
He is going to make the bet of $75.
Ace jack versus ace.
And Jimmy,
queen, hits a jack. Ace
Grabbing for
queen,
chips
hits
is
a
always
queen.
going to raise.
Oh my god.
Glad I like
He's literally
And he is gonna raise it up to 200,
Heartbreak on that
And
hand.
JB really got to make a decision here. Does he really?
Heartbreak there, you have
Oh,
it.
goodness. If we could only see these hands while we're playing them.
You can beat the 8 and 9, you can call. You don't beat, you don't call. Just for you only, my friend, I should.
Kind of insane that Jimmy makes the raise here. He must have really thought that bet on the flop
I know you got 6, 7.
from
Jimmy.
JB
No,
was
I don't have that one. I
bluff.
have a 9, 8. You don't
You
beat
got
that
8 or
one.
9?
I told you that. It's up to you. I get my friend. I tell you everything already. If you
One
wanna
thing
do,
he
you
definitely
take it to you.
knows is that
If you have a big
Jimmy does not have an 8 or a 9 in his hand.
Straight ain't no good.
He does
No,
fold.
you're not
Look at
good.
that fucking 9 count.
Jimmy, show the
You
cards.
bluff me.
No, I don't
Just
bluff
wanted
you.
JB to see what
I
he-
have a hand. I don't bluff it.
What he could have had there. If she watches that stream later, he'll know.
Thank you.
Why did I have to fucking
Button straddle.
I'm gonna watch the stream, Jimmy.
What?
I'm gonna look at this hand.
Yeah, you go home. Look it.
Guys, I did want to remind you that the
Not right now, though.
Saturday is a $10,000 guarantee.
30 minutes.
It was brought to my attention that I might have said a different number that was not correct. There's a $10,000 guarantee, $150 buy-in.
I can see your
So
bluff.
be sure that you come in and check in for that Saturday at 2 p.m.
Was that a bluff?
No, not the real one. Not, I told you. Not,
Did you have an ace?
yeah, 9, not
Folds,
8.
Evan folds. Dan
I'm
folds,
looking at
Louis
this kid,
folds.
but I'm trying.
Not which kid?
Rush
Him or the
and
guy on the
Jimmy
phone?
No, both of them.
The guy on the
3 outer on the turn.
Barry makes it 50. Jenny,
In the biggest tournament of your life, too.
Jenny folds. Brenton folds. 50 for that.
You bet $40. I call smooth. That means you know what I have. I smooth call 1.
I mean, you know, to win something like
You
that,
have to be
running like
you
that.
got it.
And
Yeah,
Dan
you
folds.
got
You know what I'm
And
saying?
you-
To outrun a field of 8,000 players, you got it.
I was
You
in
got him
that
before,
state,
but you didn't have
No, I don't forget.
No, I believe it. Yeah, no, that's what I said.
Food
Because
in
judging
there.
by the price,
That's
Brian's in 1,500.
Very check.
First
That's
place
what I
in
need the
100.
Hey,
other
back
one.
around, you know. So that's 40, I have a car. I don't want to do nothing.
That's fair, yeah, that's
Yeah,
fair.
you have
Why
to
don't
do
you
the
flop
same.
out the other everything?
Before we have you high, you know, have you high, right?
That'd be awesome.
They play 4 days, 5 days, 4 days?
Yeah, I have to work out the two, look at 80.
80
Yeah, he-
from Dan and Barry Folds. Justin Folds.
Yeah.
Damn, I need that one.
Is that what you needed?
Thank you.
Another one.
You didn't like the little ones?
2 and 5.
Everybody doing okay?
You got water here? The jug? You like water? Yeah. Thank you.
Did you fold them straight?
No cost,
2 and
right?
5.
Hold them, so
No
good.
cost. Should be.
Yeah, you did.
Cost money in here.
No, you don't think.
Try to get a crown ace to call. That's not raising him. That's just trying to.
5 to call, Louis.
No.
He didn't have it.
Louis Folds. Rush Folds. Jimmy calls. Barry makes it 50.
30 minutes.
I got 50 on the brain.
They're gonna
See that?
Jenny calls.
Oh, man.
Brenton Folds.
Evan would've played that.
Justin Folds.
Probably not.
Evan Folds.
I'm in the small one.
Dan calls. Jimmy Folds. We good?
Hey, you're so good. What's wrong with you?
Jenny, can you scan your purse?
It was in there.
Sometimes they don't pick
So
up.
Barry raising to $50 with an ace jack offsuit. Jenny's got pocket nines.
Scan your purse.
Fong with a jack 10
Barry check.
makes the call as well, and the flop is an ace 6-4. So Barry with the aces now. He checks it, gets the check from Fong, and then a check from Barry as well. Jenny looking down, deciding whether she wants to figure out who's got the ace yet or not, and she does not. And it is going to be a 6 on the turn now, so that could change the way things are played here pretty quickly.
Barry bets 100.
That paired board always changes things in a way. So
keeping that old 100. Yeah, no time. The boss is here. Jimmy.
100.
Jimmy, the boss is here. Jimmy, the boss is here.
Yes, boss, we're here. That
Better
way,
let her play.
that way I play.
Barry with the $100 bet here.
You, that hand you don't have
And
nothing.
Jenny going to make the call. Pocket nines.
You don't have to
Not
say
a
it.
believer
That's you call.
in what Barry has to say yet.
8 to 9s.
One heads up.
And an 8 on the river, not going to help out Jenny at all. She is behind in the hand.
And 9 on the river, no sir. That's why I raised 125.
9s and 6s.
He does check it to her.
Aces
She
and
does make the move as if she's going to probably go all in and changes her mind. Or never intended to do it in the first place.
You got there.
And that's where we lie.
Where you from?
So Barry picking up the $207 profit.
San Antonio?
You play around me?
Button straddle.
I love round.
Yeah.
That's a nice club.
Hey, can I get another water? And here's $5.
And you got the button straddle.
Didn't I know you somewhere?
You buy any money?
Play somewhere?
Huh?
You buy more?
I play in a lot
I'm in
of places.
for 11.
Hey, I need you.
Man, you try to get somebody there, don't get me, okay?
Oh, you owe me one.
Oh, don't get me, please, get somebody there.
200. I need 200, please.
I need to bring to let me double up. Are we not doing any bomb pots at all?
No, they got no
Oh, I'm so
bomb.
sorry.
Yeah, we can.
I know, but they don't do that.
I don't
Yeah.
think we can.
Yeah, you can do a single board bomb pot.
No.
I don't know. All I was told is we probably cannot.
You
on
had
this
them,
live
if you
stream.
wanna do.
Oh,
I just work here. I'm sorry.
it'll read.
Dan Folds. Louis, $10, sir. You got the button straddle right? Or Carter did? Somebody?
He just handed
Try to
it.
hurt me, dude.
Just playing hard.
Try to catch
Louis
back up.
calls.
Dude, Louis call him out. You don't call a long time now, you call him out.
Barry calls.
Louis call I had an hour. I don't want to say about it in
Jenny calls. Brenton calls.
the Louis.
Raise to 60.
Justin makes it 60.
Let's go get this man.
Evan folds.
Chelsea.
Go Tilton.
Bring them in.
Louis folds.
Tilton.
Bring them in green or black.
Gotcha.
Rush calls. 60. Barry calls. Jenny calls.
Don't go his way with them.
And Brenton.
Hey, for me, okay? Right there. Give me good.
Good for
There,
me.
right there.
5 players.
I need to be
So
here.
JB with pocket nines raising it up.
Okay.
We're gonna see a 5-6-3 on the flop.
I'm thinking right now, I think I can get you.
Barry checks. Jenny
So
checks.
JB with pocket nines gets the flop he wants to see, but it's not gonna be really the one because. Oh, and a 4. So now Lucky Duck with 2 pair as well.
Barry checks.
So Louie and Lucky Duck both with 2 pair.
One.
Jenny's all in.
Oh, excuse me. That's a yeah. So a 5-4-3 on the flop. That 4 might have been. So we might not have the correct turn card on the board here. Jenny all in with a Jack King. She is going to be super disappointed here when the 6-5 calls.
Threshold.
Get a fold from JB and a fold from. So we're Barry with the 8 deuce. So I don't know what is going on here because Louis just folded with 2 pair if that's the case.
And
I
Barry.
had the same thing.
You just gotta say it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You had the same thing.
Good lay down though.
I bet she had to say
Oh,
it.
one time.
No, I had the
Wow.
same.
Wow.
I had the same.
Thank
If
you.
Louis folded that 2 pair there, he
Yeah, because she
Laid
had
down a
I bet she
tough
pocket
hand.
pair and she hit. She said, hit me
I
one
think
time.
they were tracking.
And I laid a pocket lines
I don't know
down.
if it was on there, but Barry, or Jenny had it on too. I think.
Well, I mean, what-
So I was in there, I just turned it
What was it?
They keep up, so the game is,
So you
so they gotta keep up with that.
He's already straight, he can't get something coming straight longer.
That's probably that something was mine.
tomorrow night our $100 bounty tournament here at Stack Social Club.
Yeah, nowhere long.
$100 buy-in, $25 bounties,
Louis sent the call.
and then every Tuesday night our Tuesday $3,000 guarantee starts at 7 p.m. It's a $120 max buy-in.
Where's the phone?
It's a $3,000 guarantee, and it usually goes over every time.
Barry folds.
I'll call you right back.
$10.
Text me. What's up? Text me. I can't be on the phone.
Brenton folds.
But you have it's hard to call. It's a better like,
Justin
betting
sent the
with it than calling with that dude.
It's not like I can make a move after
Justin
I
folds.
put the money in, you know what I'm saying? Since I was in-
No, I know. 45.
Evan makes it 45. Call from Dan. Louis calls. Jimmy calls, 45. Jenny? 35 more. And Jenny
Gonna
calls.
miss out on this party. I'm throwing a party.
4 players. Folded. That's all right. Louis, you first. Check. Jimmy checks.
95.
95 from Evan.
With the 9-7, that gives Lubbock Legend and Fong both
Okay.
straight draws.
Louis folds.
Any of y'all know anybody from Matador, Texas? No? Just north of Robinson?
Kinda used to.
Evan, though, making the bet of $95 and getting the call from Fong, who's open-ended.
Heads up.
5.
So a 6 or a jack for Fong. Evan does not want to see the jack, and it is the jack. It is the jack of spades.
Evan
But it's going to be tough to get. It's going to be tough to get Fong off this hand. That's for sure.
Oh, good.
Especially when he has a spade in his hand.
Over
Straight
pair.
on the board, your pocket's not good.
On the flop, no. Flop's good. The
220
board
from
usually
Dan.
Yeah, for the turn.
on the flop.
But, you know,
Both. Should have played him more this time. You alright? It's okay.
Bet of 220 from Fong here. Evan really got to think this one over. I don't see how he makes the call, but I'm not sure. Never know with Evan. He could go. He could make the check raise here. Actually, he made the initial bet here, so he could go all in,
Goodbye.
but he is not. He is going to fold,
Evan folds.
Goodbye.
and Fong is going to pick up that hand.
So it's a bluff or is it a good one?
Going to be 99% hit block.
I think it was a bluff.
Thank you.
We also have a 1-2 game on Sunday.
Oh, is that?
1-2 like.
Maybe have big hand.
I didn't
You
know
got
that.
a back
We
to
have
it.
that game.
They
You
let
just
you
have
in
the ace of
1,
spades
2.
and that scares you.
It's
I
fun.
don't care, you know.
Is
They
it
told
fun?
me the big hand, I back a little bit. I am back like
Still
that.
pretty loose.
I got a
Still
big
one
hand.
place on the table.
Unless you get in there too, you know.
That wasn't a big bet. The pot was pretty
Two,
good.
240.
Not a big bet.
Not big bet.
You flop all the small.
Oh, really?
I was standing. I bet
I have
90
to
on
call
the
Barry.
flop.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
180 from
yeah.
that.
I not be good that game. That when
30
he
without
had
looking.
something.
Barry makes it 30.
Without looking.
The best beat, I don't believe it.
He could have beat that.
Sometimes he get raw and then you wanna.
Barry with the 5 deuce raises to $30.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna deal.
Oh.
Jenny
yeah.
folds.
Jenny making the fold. Lucky duck. Not at the table. Why would he be with that stack? JB with a queen jack of diamonds making the call.
Jenny Lucky on
You know Jimmy?
there. Put Jenny Lucky on there.
Jenny Lucky? J-A-N?
King 9 and King 5 coming away as well. Fong making the call, but
Dan folds.
Jimmy making the fold. Excuse me, Air Force One making the fold. Jimmy making the call of 25 with cards we have not got to see yet.
Uh-oh, that's real hard.
More than 3. More than 3.
4 players. Jimmy
8, 4, 3, 2 clubs. So Barry picking up the open-ended straight draw, but Fong with the club draw.
Nothing happened to your truck, did it?
This could play out to be a fairly gross hand if it works out.
Carter. 60 from Justin. Dan calls.
Well, they just threw on that factory party game, and I went up there to get in. They were like,
Get a bet of $60 from JB. He does not realize that he is probably throwing his money completely away.
Jimmy folds.
Fong makes the call. Jimmy, of course, folds. And Barry open-ended here. Let's see if he decides to make a call here. He does make the call.
Barry.
It is a 10.
Justin checks.
The 10 is no help. It is a red 10, therefore. Absolutely no help.
150 from
Dan the main.
150 from Dan. And a call from Barry. I was just given the option. I didn't refuse.
I'll let you know when I got it.
Justin folds. Carter. Justin folds. Heads up.
$450.
450 from Barry.
I can't move it all over tonight anyway. I didn't finish the baseboard.
He's texted me like 6 to 7 times.
I still want to
And I
get
don't know what it is.
Good. I'll show it to you.
Oh, man.
I guess you got an 8. since
Yeah,
you go,
damn.
oh,
Yeah,
right when I'm
Barry.
fixing the bluff.
Oh my God, hey, Barry, I'm out. Lucky you, man.
At least 25
Yeah.
Jenny almost got me called with that.
I almost called before, and then I call you
I
again.
believe it, so he don't have it. So you call a bluff.
that much?
What you have? 10? Keep showing, huh? You have a 10?
Have a 10 to call me already.
Yeah.
The 10 wasn't no good, man. Can't do no good.
If I have a 10 to call you, I don't have shit.
You don't have nothing?
Wow. I had a 10 in my pocket.
You're lucky I don't have nothing. If I have a pair, I call you.
I know.
I don't have anything.
Oh, man, that's the one. Barry, he plays so good, man.
18.
Brenton folds.
Barry is the bad hitter, professional.
Should call that.
Justin makes it 60.
Should call that.
Evan folds. 60 for that. Dan calls. Louis folds. Rush folds. calls, Barry calls.
What are you doing with that?
So all the hands are blind at this point in time. So we're all seeing this hand together and wandering together. We got a 3-bet from JB to $60 after the initial raise. See how this works out. Looks like Jenny's gonna make the call.
Did you see Ben on the rail?
His chip was like.
I missed it.
Fong as well.
You'll see him on the rail with Bart.
What's he wearing?
Jimmy makes the call as well with a king 5 of diamonds. Jenny with an ace 8 of spades.
I'm fixing the fucking text. Man, quit being a
At this
fucking
point, that's all we've gotten to see so far.
Fucking grow up.
4 players.
It is a queen 4-6. No help for the hands that we do see.
25.
A bet of $25 here from Jenny. She does pick up the flush draw. So one of those Justin bets, just in case she hits the spades. She wants to have the bet out. JB making the call with an ace 10 of clubs.
And Jimmy calls.
And Fong making the call. Jimmy as well
4 players.
is a 7 of clubs. No help. The black card sure does make Jenny feel better about it, but Jimmy and Jenny both picking up straight draws at this point, so a 5 will give her the straight. Of course, a 3 or an 8 gives Jimmy the straight, but not a very strong straight on Jimmy's side of it, especially.
He makes it.
Britton finally coming to sit back down after his long break.
And a fold from Dan.
And Fong gonna fold
I don't
to
think you have that big of a hand, though. You know what I mean?
I guess the bet of 75 from
I
JB.
mean, either way. I mean, either.
Jimmy with the open ender is going to make the call as well. He's actually going to raise it up. And he's had this. He's done this thing before with JB. He was able to raise him out of a pot. And Jenny with the nut flush draw here, make it with a decision to make. She's got 1 card and 9 outs. Technically 9 outs. We don't know what's been folded away. But at this point, she's got to really decide here. She's got 9 outs. She's going to make the call. And JB going away here. I'm not sure what he had, but Jenny, of course, is actually ahead at this point. It is a 3 of spades, so it gives Jimmy the straight, and it gives Jenny her flush.
$15, man.
So Jimmy gonna check, and Jenny gonna move all in here.
Okay, I check.
And he does check. She moves all in. And he's got to think about this. And Jimmy has a hard time laying down hands at times, but and it's not a whole lot of money. It's about a $200 and some odd dollar pot, $190 pot.
110.
So for $190 into this $1,100 pot, Jimmy's going to have to take his chances, and he is going to lose. Of course, Jenny throwing the $2 in chips in there as a tip, hoping to entice a call, and she does.
Spades.
Has the flush.
Oh, man, I call that money he called, man.
Hey, give me that.
Looking for some congratulations around the table. I think that $1,300 pot is congratulations enough, young lady. So Big Bad Wolf now with 3,400. He's picked up the chips a little bit. Lucky Duck still sitting there with 2,600. He is the big winner so far today. 1,800 for Evan. He's about 14 up as well. So a lot of these guys doing pretty well tonight.
Good hand.
Jim, you could have
See, I
flatted the
messed up
75.
that other one, so I got this
I
one.
bet 250.
See?
You could have let the 75 play.
No, I can't do that because my
I'm gonna try to go.
hand's so good
This
to
one.
draw everything.
I guess.
You have a 5, right?
Jenny from the block teaching y'all a lesson.
You know, I watch poker every single day, so I got a lot of,
I'm scared.
yeah.
I'll come after me.
Pretty close.
So we got Chris coming into the box now. Chris moving in and Tanya moving out of the box. Tanya putting in a good 3.5 hour shift there. Chris going to be popping in for the extra hour, 2 hours
Britton's just kind of like
for
to
the
show
stream.
off.
or so.
He wants everybody to see.
Gentlemen
his
color
guys.
up, you know, like me and Barry.
See if he can deal some coolers.
Flash pot.
All right, we got a $10 straddle.
If you're in the chat, guys, go ahead and pop in, say hello. Smash that like button if you would. Help us get our content out there. Lucky Duck with an ace jack suited. Going to look down. Hits one of the first few hands he's played since he's been back. We had a $10 straddle from Barry. Jenny's going to make the call. And, of course, Brenton's going to sit right down and bump it on up to 50 bucks.
I told you.
I saved my dollar. My money.
You got something to say? Button straddle, Jimmy.
Hit that call right now.
Yeah, of course.
50 to call.
What's up?
Phone called the 50.
See, you waste my $10. Next time.
Button
Next,
fold.
like that, okay?
Barry calls the 50.
All right.
Big blind fold.
Well, you can't pull your car anyway, straight. You can't get away from that. No, you're straight. You can later.
Barry check.
Well, you know.
Barry with the king 10, Lucky Duck with the ace jack. So,
I guess queen.
but only one spade, and oh my gosh, Air Force One with pocket jacks. This could stand up to be a pretty tough hand. Fawn gonna go away. Barry with top pair, but Air Force One was with second set. What a spade could do here for this hand. We're going to probably just get a call here from Air Force One. I'd be a little bit surprised if he raises, but I would if I were him, probably. Just because you do have the two clubs on the board. And he does make the raise, so $200 to go. So this is 125 more. Barry gets out of the way very quickly. And Lucky Duck going to probably go away here as well. He does make the fold. And Air Force One picking up the pot there. Not going to show anybody his cards, and I don't blame him.
I can now. Yes, sir. I didn't hear anything before. Oh.
Straddle.
You got a $10
Baby.
Sure, appreciate it. $10 straddle on the button by Barry. Yes. Give me 1 second. Jimmy double straddles for 20.
And someone else did call the 250, right? Or just me? Or him? No? Me and him?
I don't know why you call that handy.
That's a good call, right?
Good call.
Barry's 10 more to call. Double straddle.
You good call, but you know, very dangerous call.
I have a lot of out too. It's just I need the fly on the board. Straight and flush.
But I already had a pair queen.
Raise
Queen
to
and over
110.
$6. That's why I had to back.
Evan popping back in to take a look at his hand here with a king 9 offsuit, but Barry now with the pocket 9s. Pocket 9s have not been a kind hand to anyone. Of course, Lubbock legend with a king 9, so one of Barry's outs already gone. Louis with the fold, Jimmy with the fold. But that's the way you do it right there, Barry. That's the way you win with pocket 9s tonight. You just bet the hell out of them. And make sure no one calls.
Anything. Or maybe a well
Two hand at least.
There's no defense on it. You need underwater.
I'm never ever in my life gonna give somebody $250,000 to go from the top of the food chain to the fucking bottom.
Yeah, where you have no advantage.
Hey,
Like,
dumbest thing.
if you're in the
Like I'm the
jungle or
king out here. I'm gonna go somewhere where I'm the fish.
Yeah, don't go on the
Only that, and then
wrong pawn.
some people pay like
can't
half a
even
million to
If
go
you're
to
in the
the
jungle
moon
or something, you
too.
can fight.
Yeah,
You can fight
I
some
know the damn moon. What's
You
there
can fight
for?
with
Yeah, what am I gonna do on the moon?
It's fucking boring up there.
They call it, they have to have money. What they do for, they have to do it like that.
A bunch of sharks.
No,
If
that's
you don't have
wrong.
money, you have like that, you can do it too.
No, I don't. If I have money, I'm not going anywhere near that shit. Fuck that.
You don't
Fuck that. That's one thing I'm not gonna go. Somewhere that's,
Bahamas?
Yeah,
Why not somewhere like that?
I mean, something
Even
that
free.
you cannot. You
Vegas.
cannot control.
And
And they don't know what's in the damn ocean. All that, you know, anything.
We know it's at 9% of it.
Straddle check.
Not even.
Yeah, 9%.
Is it only 9%?
91% undiscovered.
I thought somebody said
So
100%.
5 ways now to the flop.
9 now? It's 9 now? Yes, ma'am. I guess it went up then.
And we are going to get a
Oh, it looks really good. One check. One check? 30. Only bet's 30. Hold. Yes, I went up. Hold around. I mean, they heard like a knocking noise, and then they touching it.
How long can he stay under, like, are they estimating?
I think they're done by now. It's been a while.
I
Already.
don't think
I mean, okay, it all depends on is it still working? Or, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, is the auction still working?
Mr. Brenton popping in here and just coming right on back with a
that's the only way they can say
straddle on the button.
There's something.
Why would the man not?
Yeah.
Playing lights out.
And if you have no control, you're gonna be sinking down. And the pressure's gonna push you. Time to go, strap on the button. Jimmy and Louie, can you stand your hands against me? So they're supposed to go down 4,000 meters. That's insane. That's insane. They're good?
Barton has 200 million.
Does he? He's just leaning on them small
Dude,
stacks.
Jimmy calls, holds around the deep.
So crazy. What a spot to be in. That's a dream spot when you have 4 other short stacks and you the pay jumps, it's real money, so it
Yeah.
hurts them.
Yeah, they got it.
So we're 3 ways to a flop. Ace 5, ace deuce, and king 5.
That's real poker.
We get a 4-4-9 flop.
It is a flop.
Really just a playable flop is what this turns out to be. This turns out to be who wants it the most
How much is that?
or who's willing to bet for it, I guess. And looks like Barry's the only one willing to play. King 5 versus ace deuce. And of course, Brenton picking up his king. He's going to let out for 20.
Even the next guy.
I know.
The next guy only has 123 million.
Got
left.
one.
I got a 4.
You got 4? Buddy voted.
About
Barry making the fold. Brenton just raking in chips. Just another Wednesday night at Stack's Social Club. Guys, if you ever want to get in on this, we have our games on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. 2-5 on Monday and Wednesday. We're going to have a 10:25 on Friday. That'll be live stream. And then our 1-2 live stream on Sunday. So 4 days of live stream every week. If you ever want to get in on it, just call up here to Stacks, get on the list.
Unless I got bottom pair. I might call you.
Barry and Jenkins.
Straddle again from Brenton here. From behind the button now. JB making the call with a king 10. Suited king 10, that is.
Raised to 55 by Barry. Brenton calls. Justin calls. Long calls. Jimmy calls. 5 plays.
Raised to 55 from Barry, and we're going to get calls around the table. We're going to go 5 ways to a flop. Welcome to Stacks. Stacks heads up. There are 2 spades. Oh, and just 1 spade. It is a 9-9 king and lucky duck again. I'm telling you, the dude is a lucky duck. 9-9 king. He flops the boat. A bet of 100 from JB. And oh my goodness, lucky duck just really just going to be able to
Heads up.
rake in the chips here. Jack on the turn, check, check. And an 8 of spades on the river, so it does bring in the straight draw, but JB does not have it. So he is sitting here with kings. I wonder if JB thought he was bringing that out. I wonder if he really thought he was going to induce a bet here by checking. and thinks he's good. Thing is if he thinks he's good, he's going to make a raise here. Doesn't look like he's too sure, so it looks like he probably just makes the call here. And he does. And the 9 king for the win. JB shows the king and the frustration at the same time. And Lucky Duck just stacking them up again. Brought his stack up to around 3,000 in chips.
Thing is, I had a 10 for a blocker too, so I don't think he's got the straight. So he's rip. Thought you missed the flush. You check the turn. You wanted the card for free. You didn't check the card.
So he know any car you come, you cannot get it. That's why he checked the
10? No. The king?
Air Force One with a King Jack offsuit. Jimmy now looking down at a 10-3 offsuit, but he very well could call, but he doesn't. Wouldn't surprise me though. Barry making the fold and Jenny looking down at 2 blank cards that we don't get to see. Lucky Duck picking up a King 10 off.
Jenny, can you scan your hand again? Brent raises to 55. Fold. Take care, Tanya.
Ace-6 suited folded for Louis, but Fong with a King Jack's gonna make the call. Or excuse me, there's a 3-bet from Lucky Duck to $55. Fong makes the call with a King Jack. Air Force One goes away. Excuse me, my goodness. Jenny with $40 to call with a decision to make here. We don't get to see her cards, but
I've never done this. I haven't done that in a long time.
When they watch that stream, they're gonna like, son of a bitch.
so with the King Jack, Fong actually picks up the open-ended straight draw while Lucky Duck picks up the 10s. And with the 6, those 10s are still looking good. And the 8 on the river does no good for Fong, but he is going to bet it up like he got the straight. He's going to make the bet here of 110, and Lucky Duck. Brenton just making the right calls, making all the right moves tonight. The man cannot lose.
He had queen. You had a queen.
Sit in admiration, by the way. This is disgust. When he watches this later, I want him to know how disgusted I am watching him rake in all these chips.
Been the rail boy.
Just disgusting.
As soon as he knew he was there, he flew out.
Good hand, Brenton.
They
Good
was here
hand.
waiting for the game, and then I guess he decided to fly out for Evansville.
There you go. The game don't make about 2:15. I'm gone. I made like 2:40. He's already gone, ready to go.
Straddle on the button. You know, he wins now. Yeah, right at this point. Yeah,
I mean, you got 100 million down to 4.
Straddle on the button.
Down to 4. You know, you got everybody
3, 4 to 1. Yeah.
You don't even have to play them. Let them do it to themselves. You know?
Let them press you down the heads up, and then you're
I mean, fuck
playing
it.
for 700K guaranteed.
The bottom 3, somebody can win all the chips, and you still got the chip lead.
He can just chill and easy get second.
He has 50% of the chips in play.
That's what I'm saying. You can let them,
Clubs for Jimmy with a 10-5.
You could get third guarantee.
Jenny with her cards not exposed again.
The blinds are gonna
Barry raising to 100.
Take your time.
If you've been paying much attention, Barry just likes to play.
Right. He's leaning
Tonight, these 2-5 games, he likes to just play. He likes to keep the action moving. You'll see him fold a Queen 5 suited, but then you'll see him call an Ace 3 offsuit. And, you know, the thing is, it's not a bad play. Barry's a great player, so he likes to get the money in there and just make people call him or make them fold. He likes to put them to their chips.
Check.
And a 4 here on the river, kings and 4s with the ace. Barry's going to be ahead here. Barry is going to win the hand. So Barry with the raise pre-flop, the big raise pre-flop, is going to pick up the $122 profit. And that's how you do it right there. So Barry at 3,400 in chips. Lucky Duck right behind him at 3,300. Louis bringing up the train at with 176.
He's all in.
You had 100 out there.
He goes all in.
For 50
for
bucks,
sure.
you fold.
You got to rebluff him.
Not me, man. I'm very conservative. I'm just gonna fold, take my time.
Nickel to go.
Well, let's see what else Lucky Duck can do, because he sure can win himself a hand or two.
Justin raises to 20.
Barry making a good comeback here. I know he's not down at this point. Louis going to call the 15 or the $20 with 8-6 suited. Air Force One with the clubs as well, so this could be a very bad hand for Louis if the clubs do come. Now Jimmy with a Queen Jack, he does have one club as well. He 3-bets it to 130 with the Queen Jack. Interesting raise from Jimmy there. Queen Jack, not a great pre-flop hand, but then again, the cards are only part of the game. I'm sure most players know that. JB with a decision here, $110. He's going to move all in with his hand here. So he's going to move all in for what looks to be about $275.
How much you have?
$285 maybe.
Wow.
300, just over $300. 310, 330 all in. Jimmy can't fold this now at this point. He's going to make the call.
Oh my gosh,
Two times,
practice
my
flops the dude
friend.
dead when he goes all in short
Two
step.
balls. 2 times.
Is there still action in the hand, I guess? Okay, can you guys spin your hands again? Please pull them both off and put them back on, please.
Brax is going to bust another fucking dude.
Is he?
Yes.
Run them down.
What's the hand? King 9 versus
Oh,
8.
3 spades on the flop. Wow. Oh no. Oh. Well, there's 2 boards there, so I don't know what JB's got, but right now, looks like the Queen High might have been winning.
What's your pair?
I don't have no fair.
You got king, what?
I don't have a king either. Very small fair. Any 4 cards. You're in better now. You win.
The Ace High is going to win it?
You got Queen Jack suited?
Oh my goodness, is the Ace High going to win on both of them?
He got some of his old medicine.
Shortest stack. The guy had.
Ace High is going to win both boards. Wow.
If the short stack would have called through the ace for a
What a great call from JB.
Ace of spades, 10 of hearts.
So JB with the true double up here through Jimmy. And it's going to put him back up there at 725 in chips. Fong with 252. Big Bad Wolf and Lucky Duck leading the way with just over 3K. But Lucky Duck, the big winner right now. Lucky Duck, the big winner right now. He's sitting there at $2,800 winner. Great job. Barry's still down a little more than I thought he was. I thought he was maybe back up.
How much you eat for 2 something? No, that one.
1100.
No. When you all in that one.
315.
310.
310.
Nickel to go. There you go.
Oh, he's with Bart DeSoma.
Yeah, Bart DeSoma.
Yeah, I thought you meant Bart from Oklahoma.
No, but Bart Bogart is out there.
I like Bart DeSona. I
He's
don't know who those are.
a really nice dude. Very cordial. Bart Bogart is a little just crazy.
Pocket eights for Jenny.
I feel like I'm a older man.
How old is he?
I don't know, 45, 48.
Barry making the call as well, and it's going to be a 9-3 deuce, 3 spades. So Fong flopping the flush, actually flopping the nut flush presently, because the ace of spades is out, but he, of course, does not know that. Jenny with the $25 bet. Fong just making the call here, and I don't blame him here. I don't think I'd be raising it here at all. Now the 4 of hearts here, you might go ahead and make a little bit of a raise if someone makes that, or maybe push in a bet. And he does. Fong now betting out for 65. He does bet the 65.
I don't know the details, brother. I remember I was
Louis gonna make the call, it looks like, with an ace-6 of spades. I mean, with an ace-6. He does need the other spade. He needs $5 more. And then Jenny over here with pocket eights, still looking like she's planning on making a call. JB with a straight draw and a pair of 4s. I mean, the only thing really going to hurt Fong is a spade. If he can fade a spade here, he's doing well. JB does get out of the way, though, with an open ender. Smart move.
Yeah, you're
nationwide audience.
Yeah, you're not gonna be.
So 4 ways to a turn. 3 ways to a turn, excuse me. It is a king of clubs, so no flush for Louis. Fong is going to win the hand. Jenny now with a decision to make because she's first to act. She does make the check, and of course Fong's not going to let this go without a bet. There's no way he's not trying to get value. Louis makes the call for, well, he's all in for 10, I guess.
They got a little bit.
I can see that.
So he didn't have a whole lot more. He's just throwing it in to hope ace high pulls it off. Fong all in for 175. Jenny with a decision to make here. Trying to decide whether he's been bluffing this entire way or not.
It's always right. It's in a text message.
Little does she know he was not.
And and Braxton, he's like Tony, he's all over the fucking place. And they get all fucked up. I remember one time me and Kenny were driving in the middle, and Kenny called me and said, "Where you at?" And I said, "Oh man, I'm up here in Texas, and I'm coming to get you." I said, "All right, man, come on." And I get in his truck, and he starts heading out of town. I said, where the fuck we going? So we're going to meet Midland, man. We're fixing to fucking jam this Braxton up, man. Fuck this dude. Being high club.
The same Braxton?
Yeah. All right, man. Fuck it. Let's go, man. We're already going. We got about to Lamisa and Braxton sleep alone. I was texting like, Braxton, look, man, I'm not telling you what to do. You do whatever you want. Be stiff if you want to. But we're coming, brother. I'm not mad, but I'm with
Brenton out there just yucking it up, just laughing and having a good old time. Don't blame the man, though. The man's sitting good. Jenny looks like she's up a little bit in chips. Lubbock legend, of course, just floating along there, just keeping quiet, not bringing much attention to himself as he chips up.
Sorry, with these headphones on, I really can't. You look good though, Chris. Huh? You look good though. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Yes, ma'am, you're on the big one.
JB in the +1 position with a 10-4 of clubs, though. And he's actually going to make the call for 15. Brenton, of course, raising it. Fong with ace-queen just makes the call with the suited ace-queen. Jimmy with an 8-7 of spades makes the call as well. So a couple of spades, 3 spades on the flop here could get really interesting. Jenny with a queen-7 now, making with a decision to make. She does make the call. Ace-9-8. So Fong right now with the top pair. 2 clubs for Jenny, so that brings her flush draw in as well as JB's. Lucky Duck with the top pair as well, but he has just a 3 to go with his. The $25 bet, and Jimmy with a pair of 8s. Brenton making the call. JB with the flush draw is going to make the call, or he's going to make the raise here. Wow. So a raise here from JB to 100. Fong with top pair is going to make that call. Jimmy probably going to go away with his pair of 8s at this point. He does. Jenny, I don't think can go away really with her flush draw either. Tough decision for her to make. Does she think he's got the naked ace of clubs and he's betting with a pair?
Somebody busted loose.
A really tough spot for Jenny here because she does not have the king or the ace of clubs clearly. Brenton with the ace of clubs. Now, if this was 3 clubs on the board, Brenton may snap call, but he's going to throw away the ace of clubs and the top pair. Jenny does make the call as well. So, oh, and Fong had 3-bet to 200. I'm so sorry. I didn't see that. It is a 6 on the turn. So now, Fong with top pair. JB and Jenny both with club draws. So we have an all-in here from Fong.
All right, 325.
He's going to be all in for $300 or so. 325. So Jenny now and JB both with decisions to make. So with Jenny making the call, how does JB make this call? He's got to know that someone's probably on a flush draw. But who? He's got him. He can't make the call, I don't think. I mean, he's going to be super disappointed if he calls and hits his club, because at that point, him and Jenny are the only 2 betting. There's no chance for a side pot where he can make any of his money back. It's a tough spot for JB, but in all honesty, I don't think it's really all that tough. I mean, he does have the 7 as an out for a straight if the club does not come, but I mean, you're not increasing your odds of winning. I mean, you're at 6% right now as it is, and that's because you can hit a 7.
I'll go ahead and lay this one down.
Does the gambler take over or does the mind take over here? Logic says you have to fold this hand, and he does fold. He makes a good fold here, the fold he should make. It is an ace on the river. An ace on the river going to give Fong the trips, and Jenny going to look down in disgust as she misses her clubs.
How big was it? Flush. I had the 10.
Rough move there for Jenny.
I had the 10, so I had the out to the 7.
I need your 10. I need your 10.
She told me that hand.
When you called, I know the fold.
So those of you out there listening, make sure you go smash that like button. We got a $10,000 guarantee on Saturday. $10,000 guarantee. $150 buy-in at 2 p.m. on Saturday.
Dan,
Tomorrow night is our $100 bounty tournament, $25 each bounty for every person that you knock out. That's going to be a 7 p.m. start time on the 20th. Doors open every day here at Stack Social Club, 5004 Frankfurt Avenue at 1 p.m. Cash games start shortly after that. Lucky Duck going to look down, straddling the button from Barry. So Jenny will be first to act. And And Lucky Duck with a 9-8 of diamonds probably raises this up if I was guessing. Nope, Jenny beats him to the punch. Jenny's going to raise it to 30. That's going to be a call from Lucky Duck. JB getting himself in another situation here where he could be losing to a bigger diamonds by making the call. Jenny with a king, queen of hearts. Lubbock legend with pocket sixes. This could turn into be a pretty big hand. Fong going to make the call with a 6-3. Jimmy with a king, jack, and Barry with nines. What a gross hand this could turn out to be. I mean, could we see a 9 of diamonds? Nope, the 9 of diamonds is out. Ace, king, 10, so a fairly mundane flop for most of these. Jenny and Jimmy both flopping top pair. Jenny with the bigger kicker. She has him notched. Both needing the other person's out for a straight. We're getting checks here. Checks around the table. Checks all the way around. And it is going to be a king on the turn. Oh, is it a jack? Oh, gross. This could be so gross. I believe it is a jack on the turn. It is a jack of diamonds on the turn. So Lucky Duck now with a straight draw, a straight flush draw, and we have the straight. Jimmy with the 2 pair, Jenny with the straight. So we get a bet from Evan for $90 from nowhere. I mean, he has no business making this bet here. Obviously, he doesn't know the hands that he's up against, but still. You got 2 pair from Jimmy, who makes the call. Jenny with the straight here. What does she do? Does she make this just make the flat call? It looks like she is going to just make the call. And Lucky Duck going to make the call as well. Oh my gosh. How gross would a 7 of diamonds be here?
4 plays.
King of diamonds. So it gives Jimmy now. Jimmy winning the hand with the boat. Oh my goodness. What a gross hand. Jenny had the hand with the straight. Jimmy with 2 pair on the turn. Lucky Duck river in the flush. But giving Jimmy the boat. And he now goes from bottom to top instantly. Wow. What a card. What a card. And Jenny is going to push it out there with $200. A $200 bet from Jenny. Brenton here. Oh, Brenton looking at his chip stack, realizing he's got plenty of chips to call with, but he's going to lose this hand. Jimmy in for 205, so we're not going to get a fold from either one of them there. It's going to be a call. Jimmy's going to show down the winning hand with king, jack. King's full of jacks. And what a gross river. The absolute single most important card in the deck, just about. I don't think that could have been any worse for the way that hand went for the other 2 players. I think the king of diamonds just might be the only hand where everybody gets their money in like that. Jenny probably gets her money in because she's calling no matter what there. Wow, what a card for Jimmy. Amazing. It's a big pot, big pickup for Jimmy. He goes from being a fairly short stack to a monster stack.
He gave you that spade? Or Crystal gave it?
Straddle on the button from Jenny.
So Lucky Duck looking down at a king 8 of clubs, while JB in the big blind is a king 7. We have a button straddle from Jenny. So Lucky Duck, of course, going to raise it to 30. Evan's cards, of course, not scanned yet, and he's going to go away. Wow. Still can't get over that king on diamonds on the river. What a perfect card for Jimmy. The only card that probably gets him a call from 2 people. Amazing. Otherwise, he's losing the hand. Barry making the call and Jenny making the call as well. Of course, Jenny's card's not being scanned yet.
Jimmy.
7-9 Jack, 2 clubs. So Barry with the open ender, the lucky duck with the flush draw, and Jenny here with not many chips could be making a move here. No, she doesn't. She just makes $30 bet. She does have a bit of chips, so the pot was not big enough for an all-in from her. It could now on the turn, depending on what that card is. Is an ace of hearts. No help for anyone, or anyone that we can see the cards. We do get a check around the table, and the river is a jack. So as it sits, lucky duck is the winning hand. It's a jack of hearts. Get a $100 bet here from Brenton. Jenny with a decision to make here. She must have a piece of this, but she's going to let it go. So Big Bad Wolf and Lucky Duck both sitting up there with pretty good chip stacks. Jenny at 243 on the bottom end of it.
You leaving us here? You catching up?
Evan is leaving. Make you the big blind.
Whatever mine for you. What's up, John boy? Not much. How's it going? Fucking good. Ready? Good.
You don't do today, John?
Jimmy, that's a good river.
Yeah, only one card.
Only one card. Save it.
Yeah, one card. Jack or no?
I had the flush too, but I open folded it.
No more, Evan?
I might be back later.
So JB now looking down at a king 9 of hearts, Fong with the queen 8. Evan looking like he's going to take his win and head home.
Got it in.
VPIP now coming into the table. He's been here for a while. Just don't think he's played anything. Surprise, surprise. Got to get started early on old John. King 10 of clubs from Air Force One. He makes the call. Jimmy with the ace 4 of clubs. So clubs probably going to be pretty scarce, but if they hit the board, it could get ugly. Again, we are on Wednesday, so that does bring in our fully loaded flush promotion. So if you're here on Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, and you have a fully loaded flush, which is 2 of the same suit in your hand, and all 5 cards on the board in that suit, you are the winner of that particular flush, which whatever suit that is. I think 3 of them are at $2,500. One of them was hit not too long ago. I'm not sure what they are, but I believe clubs were hit. So the clubs will be back down to 500 or 550 now. It's been a week or so. It goes up each week that it's not hit, and it is capped out at 2,500. JB now with the second nut flush.
How much?
He's going to lead out with a $75 or $100 bet. Probably not going to get a call from anyone here. Jimmy does make the fold, and so does Barry.
You love it. What do you have? Oh, a good hand, my friend. Wow.
Queen 8.
Would it got paid or what?
Yeah,
They got paid?
You still
Wow.
playing, Brent?
I'm lucky. I have only one fair in my hand. I got one fair in my hand. I can't do it. Luckily, he got back, and then
Honestly, I didn't want to see a river. Truthfully, I didn't want to.
Doing a little table switching here. VPIP Fong with a 70% VPIP, and VPIP himself with a 0% VPIP. He's been here a little while. I told you he hadn't played a hand. I was not lying.
Look at 7. Small one, I get double.
He definitely will give Kid Poker a run for his money with the VPIP, that's for sure.
I get two card bigger than my fair, you know, that way I can call. If you get a 3-2 in there, I call in there, I got trouble, you know? Big card in my fair.
Wow, 0% VPIP. Now I will say, I don't care what anybody says. John will probably end up with a much higher VPIP than a 7% VPIP.
I still can't believe he went the bluff, even after she was like, you know what I mean? I said, damn. He's gotta have. There ain't no way he's gonna bluff now. She's like, you know what I mean? Like, there ain't no way he's gonna barrel now.
Barry called Britton checks.
Barry, good. They took some players.
Barry, Justin, Jenny, rescan your hands.
I think it's the side of the table.
5 players. Jenny checks. Long check. Barry bets 25. Fold, fold, fold.
And then he go home. What did he?
What's up, George? That's the,
Barry
that's
raking in the
lucky
pot
seat,
there.
too.
Don't know what he had there, but I'm sure he had a 9-6 beat.
Boy, you buy them high on me. I'm telling you, buy them high.
New player coming in. Looks like it could be George.
George?
Possibly George.
Huh? How much did you buy him for?
You very gamble, baby.
$4.95.
Man,
You have to pay your
you're a
bill.
good gamble.
All right, then straddle on the button.
You hit me, but you don't hit me. You didn't hit him. You hit me only. You're lucky you hit me, but you don't hit him.
There are so many options.
I know, that's why you get. I
So
know you get
VPIP with the in the big blind now. He's going to make the call, so his VPIP is now up to probably about 7% at this point.
Barry called. No. George called.
George, that is George
Thank
in
you,
the
Barry.
2C.
Family.
You don't grade, I
Welcome
don't
to the
lose them
table,
and divide all.
George.
I don't lose them and divide all.
8 players. Jimmy can.
Wow. 7 hands. 7 hands on this flop here.
Barry check. Barry check.
And a pair of 6s is leading it.
George check.
We don't see what Jimmy has, but a pair of 6s is leading it right now. Lucky Duck, however, with the nut flush draw, he's going to bet 35 and going to get some folds quickly around the table. Jimmy makes the call, so he's going to get 1 player for sure.
Jimmy raised.
Fong does, or
1,
2 players.
3.
Fong makes the call as well with a pair of 6s.
George.
How interesting could this hand get? It was a raise to 130 from Jimmy. Jimmy making these random raises. He does like to make these random either check raises or just raises into these hands. He does raise 95 more to 135. Britton fairly quickly calling. I don't think he had a lot to think about. 10 of spades now. Of course, Jimmy going to throw out the quick bet. He's going to represent that he's got still a good hand. Of course, being an undercard, it doesn't surprise me at all. 175 to see if you can hit your heart. Well worth it in a $700 pot. And the river is a 10 of hearts. It is a 10 of hearts, so Lucky Duck living up to his name here. Pulling the nut flush.
I got $600. You got how much? About $700. $750 and
$325 to the bet. So $350 bet from Britton here. I think that might be a little bit much. I think that if he makes a little bit less, he gets a call from Jimmy. But the pot size is already $700 something. So, but looking at Jimmy's stack, I think if he makes it a little bit less, he gets a call.
oh, man.
And if he's not really wanting a call, I can understand it. But could Jimmy get Britton off of it with a shove here for twice his chips? I don't think Britton has any intentions of going away. So, I mean, I don't know. If Jimmy makes this shove, if he was to make a shove here all in, Britton could look at that at $300 approximately and say, well, if he's willing to throw his last $300 in, he's got me. But I don't know that he would.
Man.
Jimmy with a lot of thought here. I would like to know what he has. He does make the call.
No, man.
And
Yeah.
Lucky Duck shows him the bad news.
Oh,
Jimmy
what
all
happened?
confused, like he can't
Man,
believe he
no,
called,
that
but I
don't
mean,
come.
look at his chip stack. Wouldn't you call? I know I'd be calling if I've been hitting all night long. And Lucky Duck up to 4,000 in chips now. Still just raking it in.
We have a $10 straddle on the button.
Got all those chips over there.
Yeah.
$10 straddle on the button. John folds. Air Force One make it 100. 100 to go.
Air Force One going to look down at Pocket Kings here with a chance to really do some good. He raises it to 100, so he's probably not going to see anything. Jenny looking like she might have been thinking about it. It is not going to be, and Air Force One picking up the $12.
One more. I have diamond.
Sometimes picking it up $12 at a time is the best way to do it.
I have 2 diamond with a straight on there. You have that hand? Queen, 9, 6, something with 2 diamonds.
He won the
I have
hand.
2 diamond with the straight on.
Nice hand.
Here, for flopping. But you make me lose badly. 1,000 already, yeah. Over 1,000.
You got it?
No, I want to go for
Where my lucky dealer back? I need my lucky dealer back.
She gone home.
What year you born?
75.
25.
Rabbit. Lucky rabbit. Raised to 50 by Barry. George folds. Brenton folds.
So George with a King 4 of diamonds. Barry with a Queen 10 off raises to $50. He's going to get folded around to Fong, who has pocket 5s, and he makes the call. VPIP with an Ace Queen here could possibly 3-bet, and he is. He's going to 3-bet it to 175, excuse me. So 175.
Jimmy folds.
Barry 125 to call, and then Fong again as well. Get calls all the way around, and it's going to be an Ace King 7. So VPIP now, flopping top pair. Barry with the straight draw, and of course Fong trailing with pocket 5s all the way.
8 of hearts.
An 8 of hearts on the turn, no help for anybody. VPIP still leading.
Fong bets. 200.
Fong betting $200 with pocket 5s. He's going to get the all-in from VPIP. So not much more, but so Fong definitely going to make the call. Barry going to go away here with Queen 10, I'm sure. He does. Makes the call, of course. Fong down to a 5 and a 5 only to win this hand. is a 3 of diamonds, and John V-Pip picking up the win.
Oh, you got to open trick though.
Nice hand, John.
Lucky Duck now sitting atop again with 3,900 in chips. Jenny down at 223, but Fong in the middle with 767. And V-Pip now up to 1,100 in chips after that hand. We got just under an hour to go here. For those of you that do live around here, if you weren't already aware, of course, Perryton got hit with a tornado last week, and now Matador has suffered significant damage from a tornado that hit tonight out of the storms just east of Lubbock. So of course, we want to send our prayers out to them. Hope that they're all well, and pray for no casualties.
Players checks 500.
We need 500, Chelsea.
So it's not live, right?
Yeah, right. It'll be live next week.
If they're not here, do I just fold their hand or does it sit?
He's not here, I'm going to fold the hand, eh?
V-Pip making a call with a Queen 10 offsuit. JB with a blank hand that we don't get to see. Barry making the call with a Queen 2. And a flop is a Queen 9-6 deuce. Barry flopping a deuce just like Jimmy. 2 hearts on the board. Of course, we don't know what JB has, so no telling what he's betting with. He does make it a $25 bet after the check.
Well, you know he have ace. He didn't sit and wait until
People
ace.
had pocket jacks or queen. Because, I mean, he checked on the flop to let us draw.
Fog folded, but Jimmy making the call, and Barry is going away with his deuce. And a jack of clubs on the turn. No help for Jimmy, but not sure for JP. And of course, JP gets the check back. And we're going to be there. And Jimmy check now. I mean, not check, excuse me, $85 bet, $90 bet. Excuse me, $115. I missed a green chip. There it is. So $115 bet now to JB with a pair of deuces. JB looking like he wants to make the call here. But does he? And he does make the call. Oh, just make Jimmy show down. So Fong's still in the hand, and he is going to raise it up. I don't know why his cards aren't showing up, but Fong is in the hand, and he does raise it up here to looks like about 310.
Just not enough to win either. I'll fold.
I think he had 7, 8.
So a fold from Jimmy and a fold from JB, and Fong wins the hand. Don't know what his cards were, but
7, 8 if it's hearts, but
Check nine.
Just 2 cards, 2 wins. That's it.
but the pot's so small.
Still good enough.
Yeah, oh, it's good, but I couldn't, you know what I mean? There's no reason to. I just had a pair.
Players checks 100. We
Just
have a
one
$10
pair.
straddle on the button.
Jimmy, were you trying to buy it or did you have a pair?
I got a pair.
You have a
Nine.
jack?
Nine.
No.
Nine good?
Jenny reloading in chips. So Barry looking down, gonna make a. He's a. I think he's the small blind. He makes the call for $10 with King 10, and Jenny with an Ace-6 of diamonds though gonna make the call as well. George with a 7-4. Jenny raises it up to 30. Excuse me. That'll get some hands to fold.
115 is good, you know.
Folding around, folding around, folding around.
I mean, I was
Barry, of course, not going to fold to anything. He makes the call. George with a 7-4 of hearts going to make the call as well. And JB with an 8-6 offsuit with a decision to make. Does he stay or does he fold?
You know what Huddle House from Milwaukee?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right there.
What's it called?
After that, Japanese grill.
Okay. Is it open right now?
I'm probably 2 months.
Oh, 2 months. Okay.
Hey, be nice to meet you, okay?
Is it right there by the George store?
Yeah. I'm in Huddle House and Jewelry store, and then the karate place is on there.
Yeah, karate, they loud.
Yeah, and then
How you know they're loud?
Cause I went to that jewelry store and them fucking karate kids.
yeah, cause bunch of kids, of course they're loud. They're supposed to be loud.
Queen, queen, king on the flop. Barry with the pair now, top pair.
Do that and get hungry and come
Turns the straight draw. No diamonds, I mean, one diamond on the board, so no real chance here. Barry, though, being very cautious with this hand. And a 10 on the river. It's going to give, actually, Jenny the win now. The 10 bringing in the ace-high straight. Jenny going to make a move here. She's probably going to bet it up a little bit, and I wouldn't blame her at all. So Jenny with the $150 bet. Jimmy folds, Barry folds. George, everybody's going to fold around to her. Pretty obvious what she's got.
See, I got a 9.
Nobody have ace when you
I got a 9.
I don't.
I got a 9. I think she had an 8. That way I don't call.
You can call.
I can call. I knew you have the 8. You have the 8, 10, 8, 10, 2.
I mean, that's not.
So lucky duck here. 3,400 in chips up. He is 3,400 up. What a good win for him tonight so far.
Oh man, I had a 9. I knew we had an 8.
George, 10 to go. George fold, Trenton fold.
Raises 40.
Justin raises 40.
JB raising the straddle from Barry here to $40 with big slick off. Jenny with a 3-4 thinking about it here. She makes the call.
John folds, John folds, Jimmy folds. Barry folds.
Be nice to meet you.
The replay.
Rush John. I remember meeting you a while back.
3-9-6. Jenny flopping a pair. She's actually ahead. Barry, though, with the double gut shot straight. 8 or a 4 giving Barry the straight. Check, check. Barry's going to make a move here, and I don't blame him. He's going to bet out for $70.
170.
JB with the call, and Jenny, of course, going to be here with the call as well. Oh, excuse me, a raise to 170 by Jenny, and Barry making that snap call. JB, however, going to have something to think about at this point. And he is going to go away at this point. He is behind, but not as far behind as he thinks. A 7 of spades. Now giving Barry the pair of 7s. He's still ahead. He will win with the flush. Jenny, however, making the big bet here, could push Barry off of it if he decides she's not bluffing. She does make the bet of $200 here. And Barry going to make the call, it looks like. He is. Wow, he just does not believe her. Only thing that's going to help her here is a 4. It is a 7, giving Barry the trip 7s. She is probably. Oh, she does make the check here. He's going to bet it out like he's got something. She has nothing to go with, just a pair of 3s at this point. But this pot is 1,100, so 900 in this pot beforehand. I mean, does she fold here, or did she just take a chance and say, well, hopefully she does take the chance. Barry shows her the trip 7s. She was behind after the turn. A little bit of frustration there.
8, hit that gutty 8.
Oh, wow.
Or 4, yeah.
Double gutted. Or 8 of spades. He's running 7.
You sure? I have fucking open with ace king.
Why you call him?
Open
out.
Open ace king for you, Barry. I open with ace king and you called me.
So a decent sized pickup for Barry there. Puts him back up there close. Puts him back up there close to the chip stack of Lucky Duck. He's still down a bit. Looking at the cumulative winnings here. VPIP, Air Force One, and Lucky Duck, the only winners sitting at the table chip-wise.
You be high all the way, Barry.
Huh?
You be high her all the way.
How do you know? She didn't show
Don't want to forget about our tournament tomorrow night, the bounty tournament, $100 buy-in, $25 bounties going to each player you knock out. I mean, excuse me, coming your way for each player that you knock out. Saturday is going to be our $10,000 guarantee, $150 buy-in tournament. It's at 2 p.m. on Saturday. We never miss that guarantee, ladies and gentlemen. We never miss it. So it's always, we always exceed that guarantee. Typically minimum of around 12,000, usually always up, I mean, sometimes up to 15,000. Lucky Duck gonna raise it, make the call here for 23 more with pocket deuces. JB gonna make the call as well, and Jenny making calls. We don't get to see their cards. Jenny and JB both blank-handed.
Justin and Jenny, can you please rescan your
King 5 on the flop now. No help for anybody really.
Justin calls. Jenny calls.
Well, we don't know what JB has. JB could have a king under there. He does throw out the $20 call when Lucky Duck bets. Everybody else goes away, so we're going to be heads up between Lucky Duck and JB.
You probably got it.
I wouldn't be surprised if
Why you saying that shit?
with that card, Lucky Duck goes ahead and bets it up again. And he does to $45. JB now having a decision to make.
How much is it? 35.
And a river 9 here. Probably going to be no help. Let's see what it does. Brenton now checking the river. Showing just enough weakness that JB puts out the $200 bet. Let's see if he shows a card at all. He shows an 8. And he shows a king. It looked like a king. King 8. It was a king 8.
I know he doesn't.
But it was an ace king.
better than my king. King Deuce. I'll let they can make some coffee, please.
Alright, I got you.
Yeah.
Small blind.
Coffee
We have a
sounds
straddle on the
good.
button.
Can I share some with you, George?
Well, I can do the whole pot.
You can? One cup is good for me,
There
George.
you go. $10 straddle. You are the small blind, sir. $2.
I don't even want to fucking pay that.
I dealt you
Got
in
about
at
40
5.
more minutes here with you guys.
She's gonna grab you a table, George.
We certainly appreciate y'all tuning in tonight and watching the live stream. We will have another live stream on Friday. It'll be the 10:25 No Limit game. That'll be our next live stream. And then Sundays, we got the 1-2 live stream. And if you guys want on any of those lists, be sure to call up here and talk to Rock or whoever's working. Let them know that you want on the list for the live stream.
I'm calling.
Stop getting my money, man.
I'm calling because you're 3 behind.
Lucky Duck Ace Jack offsuit here. Going to make a raise to $60.
He's about to just how lucky this guy
You want
can
to set
be.
it down or you want it? Okay. Everybody
Can I
else
have
good,
one?
okay? Have a coffee? How do you drink your coffee?
I drink mine out of a cup.
Straight black.
Got it.
With some milk.
In a cup, right?
No, I want
Johnny
it.
called. Jimmy called.
No, it's out the filter.
Barry calls George calls. 5
Did
days.
you call it?
Holy cow, y'all got a monster.
9-4 Queen, 2 diamonds. So Barry picking up the flush draw here. George's cards and Fong's cards both not visible. But Jimmy does have the ace of diamonds.
Pay me off one time.
Brenton going to c-bet here. No, he is not. He is not going to take the bait this time. It is a queen of hearts on the turn. So no help for anybody that we can see their cards. Barry leads out for 100. Or 75, excuse me.
I'm happy with any offer.
George going to call. We don't know what he's got. Lucky Duck going to go away. And Fong now with the decision. And he makes the call for 75. So we're going to go 3-handed to the turn. To the river. It is a 9 of spades. So queens and 9s on the board now. Queens and 9s on the board. No help for Barry. Barry does make the check. George now with the action. And
10 high.
Cha-cha.
Oh, shit.
10-8.
Oh, shit.
No, I got a better kicker.
Right now, the 10s are going to chop
Oh,
this
it's 2 pair
hand.
with a 10. Y'all chop
No, I
chop.
got a better kicker.
It don't matter.
Okay, play your 8.
Play your yeah.
So it looks like
I got a kicker, Barry.
4-3 for George. So Fong and Barry are going to check this. Are going to.
Oh, shit. Let's do 9.
Fong and Jerry are.
You take 2 times.
You do. I don't.
Looks like there's some misunderstanding of who's going to win what.
If you have a query, then
I think Fong believes for some reason that his 8 plays, but it does not.
Anybody bet the river? Check, check, check.
Britton did on the button.
So it's going to be a chop pot, queens and 9s with 10 kicker.
rolling the shit out of y'all with these diamonds.
Oh, you got a small fan there. You got a small fan there.
I'm ahead.
My blood's like $75.
I'm ahead.
300 and
You're
400.
gonna be behind.
Free rolling, baby.
When I'm drinking all the water, if they check some fucking barrel in this bitch.
Man, I call. I really.
Right now?
I'm gonna find out how lucky Brenton is. I'm like,
Nothing. The diamond coming now.
George doesn't call on
diamond.
there for sure.
Diamond don't come. I can't do
Let me
it. I call
get 'em.
myself before I call the diamond.
What do you got?
Turn diamond coming.
I bet that flop you're shipping it on or raising it on.
oh, for shit, I've already made up my mind. I'm getting it in. I don't want to leave myself a big call on the turns. You know what I mean?
I guess I know what you mean.
We're good now. I hear you just fine. Nickel to go. John raises to 20. Air Force One folds. Jenny and George, can you rescan your hands, please?
It's gonna.
John,
Ace queen now for Barry.
Barry calls, George folds, Brent folds.
John raises the 7-6 suited to $20. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a oh no, just got a flat raise. I mean a flat
Staring
call
me
here
down,
from
he's trying to get the
Barry with
lead.
the ace queen.
No.
Fong with an 8-4 make the call as well. 6-3 ace, 2 clubs. Barry with the top pair.
John bets at 40.
V-Pip with second pair, gonna make a bet of $25.
On folds,
I
heads
don't
up.
mean to be that guy though. I was trying to get John to be that guy because he did it to me that time.
And a 7 of clubs. So now John with 2 pair.
Do we win anything?
And they're gonna check back.
Yeah,
I'm gonna bet 1/4.
Oh no, Barry's not checking. Barry says, no way, I'm not gonna check.
Call the quarter, I'm gonna
He
bet
can
it.
bet, but John's gonna call there.
We have
$25 bet and a $25 call.
It's, 6-2. If you flop a set with 6-2, make a boat. The turn was the
It's a
7
king on the river.
I see 7.
Check and a check back.
Oh, Mr.
7s and
Bet.
6s gonna take down that hand or that pot. $112 pot, a little bit of a profit for John.
Correct.
You win money. Set of sixes.
Today's Wednesday though. Today's fully loaded flush.
Oh, it's the fully loaded flush today. What I meant was,
There you go.
if you start out with 2 of any suit in your hand, make it all 5 on the board, so it's a 7 card flush. We have a progressive jackpot.
What is that? How
I
much?
think they're all
2,500?
2,500 except whichever one, except for clubs.
Clubs are 500.
Clubs are 500, 600.
Or 600.
Double strap, y'all.
We have a.
Dang, opening it up.
Oh man, you know,
Oh,
I'm gonna
first one you had to put in there,
I'm gonna give y'all
So,
something to
yeah,
win.
you
This
have, like,
is
2 diamonds.
You have to
in
put
your
it
hand,
in
and
there.
5 diamonds on there.
Make the back
You have to put that
notch.
pin
Yeah,
on,
seven
you
card
cannot
flush.
take it out. When I do that.
I can.
Can?
I can.
Are you sure?
I get like 10%.
We can. Yeah.
No, she see the car already and then she put back. I show she see one
If
car
you
and then
pull
she
it
put
back,
back.
I gotta pull my
And you
back.
show her one car and she put back.
If you looked at one card, your
Yeah,
straddle's
one car
off.
already. She
You
showed
have
one
the option of a
car.
$10 straddle or
Yeah,
none.
it is.
All right, we're down to a single $10 straddle
I
from
hate
Barry.
when somebody go on top of me. Man.
All right, George
No
folded. Brent folds.
I've never heard
JB
of
with
those
pocket
things.
5s now. Jenny not showing now. Jenny's card's now showing a 9-6 of diamonds. So right now it's down to the 2 of them.
Justin raises to 60.
JB raising to 35 with pocket
I
5s.
saved you $10, Jenny, on the block.
Jenny with a decision to make. 9-6 of diamonds. Not a horrible call if she makes it, to be honest. Especially with JB's hand. Of course, she doesn't know what JB has.
Jim calls, Fong calls. John
Raises to
folds,
60.
One folds, Jimmy
Or
folds.
makes the call, I'm sorry, to 60.
Barry calls.
Fold around the table.
4.
Barry makes the call with a 6 deuce offsuit.
Fong, rescan your
I
hand.
need my 1,000 back.
The flop is 10 of diamonds, 8 of hearts, deuce of spades.
8-10 deuce. No help really for any players, bringing in the
Barry check.
pair of deuces for Barry and the gut shot straight draw for Jenny. JB making the bet though of $100. Fong's still in the hand as well, but we don't see what his cards are. Jenny now with the gut shot and the backdoor flush draw
300.
with the decision to make here. She's gonna raise it here. She's gonna pop it up.
So 300.
Like your style, girl.
And she's probably gonna pull down a winner here. Raises it to $300.
Did they?
JB with a decision to make here. He's got to decide, does she have overs or does she actually have a piece of this pot? She does just have a gutty.
Another 4.
Chip leader.
chip
2 to 1. Yeah, 2 to 1 chip leader.
So $1 million.
But she also has 2 overs, so we need
I
6,
don't know that
7,
he'll
or
come
9.
back.
I think Barry called it right.
That's gonna
Yeah.
give her the win.
I don't think he
Straight
comes
to
back.
Bobby's room.
And if she
I don't
turns a
think he'll
diamond,
come-
she
I
gets
think
even,
he'll
she
play
turns
till
even
he-
more
till he
outs.
goes bug.
But yeah, we're gonna have to fly him to Vegas, play the big game.
Oh, he does make the call. He makes the all-in call. Is that an all-in?
There's one guy at the
I
table.
believe
that
it
thinks
is.
it's a
He
solid play.
raised 200 more. She does.
I just put it all in the same thing.
Yeah, it's trying
You don't have
He's
enough.
just attempting for that.
Okay. I'm fine. $50 more.
Wow. What a bet here by JB.
twice. What do you
It's
want
just
to do?
sad that he doesn't realize that his overs, she's got overs on him.
I mean, at the river, yeah, but not the on flop.
We are running it twice. So
it is, the straight. Oh my goodness. They're going to run it twice.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Another one of that.
Yeah.
Ace. And a jack.
I think I.
Whoa, what a lucky deal for JB there. She had so many outs. And she ends up hitting 2 of them. She hits 2 of her outs on the top board. And then JB holds on the bottom board for the win to split the pot.
Yeah, 600. I should run one, huh?
I knew you were bluffing.
No.
No?
That's pretty good.
She has straight draw.
Sevens?
No, she has
Gutter?
Yeah,
So
she
it's
got
gutter?
and she bluffed it.
Well, gutter and 2 overs.
Yeah.
And 2 overs.
Better in your hand. You got 5 on it, you know. You got a lot of outs.
I don't trust him, that's why.
Don't trust me. I didn't trust you.
Perfect 7.
Hmm?
That's a perfect
Hey,
turn for me.
Justin, in that stack of green, you got black chip.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't trust you, see? If I'd have trusted you, I wouldn't have.
$10 better on the button.
Yeah, 5 and then.
Mm-hmm. Did you see it?
Wow.
What? You think I was gonna fold to that over
Too
bet?
much money. I raised
Maybe
you.
for-
today.
All right, take a quick break here. I'll be right back, guys.
You raised me at the gutter draw. Nice job.
Jenny and Jean, please rescan your hands.
Scan your hand.
4 players. Jimmy K. Justin got 50. Fold. Fold. Yes, sir.
The thing is, Jimmy did that to me 2 or 3 times already, and you seen it, so I figured that's what you were trying to do.
George called, front and fold. Justin called. Jimmy raises to 25. Tom calls. John calls. Air Force One fold. Jimmy calls. George calls.
Realize now.
Justin folds.
And if you'd have had it, you're not gonna leave yourself 40 down high, I don't think.
George, please rescan your hand.
All right, back at you here with a Ace-10 offsuit for Jimmy and 3 diamonds on the flop. So Jimmy with the nut flush draw. 6-8 now, giving Fong the straight draw.
George check.
He's open-ended. Jenny, we're not sure what she has, but George with a 4-5 having the gutty. And V-Pip with a 5-3 with nothing really coming for him. A jack of clubs on the turn, no help for anybody at this point. Strengthens Jimmy's hand just a little bit, gives him a few more outs with the king, any king. Any king or any 9, excuse me, gives him the straight. And a 3. 3 of clubs on the turn, giving V-Pip the actual win here. Let's see if someone takes a stab at it. Jenny is going to take a stab at it here. We don't know what she has. So she could have a decent hand. We're just not sure.
John calls.
John with a pair of 3s is going to make the call here. Loose call from John. Jenny wants to see what Jenny's playing.
3.
Looks like she had an 8 maybe. Could not see her hand. King 10 of hearts, no. So John does win with the pair of 3s.
John, I'm surprised you didn't
So
raise.
John pulling out the win with the pair of threes. Wow.
No,
You know what I mean?
Probably doesn't have to go to people.
No.
Oh,
I just teased him because you had the 30. If you're gonna call 50, I mean, fuck, you're already there. Hell yeah.
Jenny and Jimmy, can you rescan your hands, please? 15. Justin calls. Jenny calls.
Lucky Duck raising to 15 with a queen 10 offsuit. V-Pip making the call with a jack 2 of spades. Air Force 1, 9-7 of diamonds making the call. Jenny with the cards that we can't see. And Jimmy with cards that we can't see. Jimmy and Jenny. So, 7-handed to the flop. Never see that happen here. 2 spades on the flop. So JB and V-Pip both coming up with flush draws. Of course, Lucky Duck with the with top pair, and Barry picking up the straight draw, the gutty straight draw. JB gonna bet out with his flush draw. Of course, V-Pip probably not gonna go away with his.
John calls. Jimmy calls. Barry calls. Brent raises to 225.
Straight route.
225 straight. Justin calls. John calls. Barry calls.
Sounds good.
Heads up.
What's that?
Brent checks.
Let me see your phone while you're staring each other down.
So with the 8 of spades on the turn, John actually got out of the hand. He's the winner here. Lucky Duck, though, probably not going to make this call here. Gross. John going to be regretting this. Oh my goodness, and Lucky Duck. Oh my gosh, Brenton looking to make this call possibly. It's gonna cost him every bit of it. It's gonna cost him $450 more. He knows that. And he's gonna fold it away. Wow. And he shows the flush, and John's over there kicking himself right now. Straight up kicking himself, knowing that he folded the big flush. Oh, sometimes being tight's a bad thing. But probably not in the long run. John doesn't have many losing sessions, so he does lay down a winner, but what do they say? It's better to fold a winning hand than to call a losing one.
You didn't have that.
No, I didn't have your book. I just said a queen.
I
Small
figured you just
blind,
did.
George, you're the big blind.
That's why you came off hard when the flush came out, you checked. I bet 100, and you went 250 or whatever. In my head, I was like, there's no fucking way I'm folding. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then my brain popped back when you had the nut flash open.
Jenny and Rush, please rescan.
It's on there.
Yeah, you're just gonna have to
When it, yeah, for sure.
There you raise to 50. by
Barry
Jenny.
making the call with a deuce 4 suited here. JB as well with a deuce 4. Fong with the diamonds. And Lucky Duck with diamonds. So we got 3 players playing with diamonds here. King 3. Jenny with it raises it to $50. Now I doubt we'll see all those diamonds stay at this point. Fong though makes the call. Lucky Duck makes the call. And we actually do see all 3 of those diamonds stay. So 4-handed to a flop. I mean, there's 7 diamonds left in the deck. Let's see if they come up. 2 of them come up. Holy cow. Wow. So we do have a 5 on the board that could slow some things down, but we have 2 diamonds and a 5 with 2 5s on the flop. Oh, geez. No possibility for the straight flushes at this point. Oh, I could see it gets so gross. All of it could get so gross.
Then like I don't have no
6-8 of diamonds here would be so completely gross because then Barry and Fong both hit the straight flushes. Any diamond and it's going to get kind of gross because nobody's going to believe it. We do have a 10 on the turn. So 10 of clubs on the turn, no diamond, 2 clubs. It checked around the table. Let's see who decides to make a bet here. It does check around the table, diamond. And it is a 9 of clubs or a 9 of spades, one or the other. So no real action. It is a 9 of clubs. So right now, Fong with the winning hand, unless Jenny has a 10 or a couple of clubs in her hand, or a pocket pair bigger than 9s. Lucky Duck looking around like he could possibly want to make a bet. This is a $630 pot, so he is going to make the bet of $225. It's going to put Jenny to a decision on all her chips. She does make the call, and Lucky Duck's going to lose the bluff here. Fong also with a decision to make. Don't know what Jenny has. Fong with the second best pair other than the 5s on the board. I mean, but a 5 does beat him. A 10 beats him. Pocket pair beats him. He does show the 9, but he folds. He folds the 9. And Jenny with pocket 10s turning the boat. Wow. So Brenton betting right into the nuts there. Second nuts, I should say.
Hard to get her off.
Yeah, you ain't bumping her on that shit.
Wow.
Hard to get her to fold that.
Tough bet from Lucky Duck there. Right. Jenny picking up the win there, up to 1,100 in chips. Lucky Duck's still the big winner though, with 2,600 in winnings. Air Force One up there at 495 and VPIP with 578.
We have a straddle on the button.
Come get in.
You will call the 9? 9 what?
No, if you don't call, I call.
9 what?
Huh?
What do you have? 9 what?
I say if you don't call, I will call.
She saved you money. It's on George, right?
Who gave Barry all the chips?
George folds, front folds, Justin calls.
Make it 25.
Raised to 25 by Jenny. Call by Fong. John calls.
You guys have to play good now. You got a money.
How many? We got 11?
Whew, got my money back, God please. My luck's back.
Oh.
I was just talking about
Jenny
back here.
raises all in 225. Barry folds.
You want to call Jimmy?
This, I want anybody call Gimbo.
Everybody or
I
just
think I'm
one?
ahead of you.
Anybody call, I like Gimbo. I win people. I lost people one time the same thing. Right? If I win, you win people. 3 people in there, you know. If I lost, 1 people the same thing. 1 person the same thing.
Ooh. I about to, but you didn't. I have good
Braxton
cards.
made a mistake. Tell me, man.
He
Keep me in the loop.
He called off.
Well, no, I mean, about
about 25% of the stack with ace deuce against ace 10 in short stack. He didn't get there this time.
What are you watching?
Air Force One with an ace queen suited here, and JB with an ace 10 offsuit. Got an all in from Jimmy with 225 with pocket fours. Gonna be hard to see. JB does make the call, so Jimmy's gonna be playing from behind here. I mean, from ahead, but with overs. Air Force One making a decision here, and he's got the better hand for sure out of him and JB. And he does lay it down. Oh, he's going to be sick if a queen or an ace comes.
Okay, you want anything you want?
I don't care. I got ace 10.
Okay, you want
Oh, ace 10.
Up to you. You would decide.
Air Force One probably sitting over there kicking himself right now. Of course, they're discussing whether to run it once or twice.
Yeah, he's my friend. Everybody.
And a 4 on the flop.
There's Jimmy. He's got a
Air Force One pretty happy with himself, it looks like.
Yeah, they got three fair.
Running the second.
They did run it twice.
Oh, no, I wasn't the people. I'm sorry.
Oh, I got the second one.
8, 8, 6. 8 of spades, 8 of hearts, 6 of hearts.
Am I getting scooped, Jimmy, or not yet?
Not yet. I ordered
8, 8, 6, no help at this point. 6s and 8s, so that's now a win for. So that's going to be a win for.
All right. I see.
So that's going to be a chop pot.
And
Chop, chop.
Aces are going to win the bottom board.
Counter
Trip 4 is going to win the top board.
I was gonna say, man, that's crazy.
David Hand, Michael Kors.
You should run one time and win. Because 2 times always chop.
I know.
Mostly.
Because my friend, he won the 2 times. I cannot really do 1 time, you know. I'm not looking like somebody else.
Lucky break for JB there on that bottom
You
board.
know what I mean?
Did not look like it was going to trend his way there, but
What if a 10 comes?
it does turn out to be a win. Or a chop. So they do split the winnings. They win about $59 each. $58, $59 each, whatever it was.
no stress.
If people they do 1 time with you and then different.
Justin, you're on the big blind.
Jenny with 1,100 in her stock is going to be the under the gun player. There's no straddles, so
Win nothing rather than lose everything.
Jenny with a decision to make is going to just make the call. Fong with a snap call. VPIP as well. 7-6 of spades for VPIP. And again, here we are with other spades in the hand, other suited cards, multiple hands, raised to 20 from Jimmy with an ace-4 of spades. Barry makes the call with a 10-4 of diamonds. Jimmy's going to go away, and so is Lucky Duck.
There's a small card in there.
JB with a 9-4 of hearts, though, decides to make the call.
3 of clubs.
Jenny as well.
Don't hurt my hand.
Fong makes the call for 15 more, and here we go. 6 ways to a flop.
Small black card. I don't know which one.
Stacks heads up right here for you, ladies and gentlemen.
9 runs, 3 of spades, 10 of hearts.
10-9-3, so pair of 10s for Jenny and for Barry.
Folds.
Jenny with the $50 call. A bet from JB here with the 9s.
Barry folds. 4 players.
VPIP makes the call. And it is a 3 on the turn here. So now 10s and 3s with an ace. Going to be the winning hand so far. Barry dead to a 4. And JB is just, he's dead to a 9. VPIP, oh, I don't even see how VPIP can win this hand here. Oh, 8, excuse me. Good grief, I'm blind. It's getting late. So an 8 for VPIP, but I don't think he stays with a gut shot. Barry with the $300 bet. JB with the 9s and 3s. Really contemplating this call here, and he does make the call. Holy crap, he is dead to a 9. 4 does not help him. Nothing.
Justin folds, Jenny folds, John folds. 3 players.
Oh, and the 8 on the river would have given John the straight, and John goes away. Wow. That's twice John has folded the winning hand before, but I mean, he can't make the call for $300. So, I mean, it's not like he makes some crazy or tight fold. I mean, that's a fold he cannot, I mean, that's a fold he has to make. Jenny's ahead here with the pair of 10s, but she has a decision to make here. She does make that call. She's going to be first to act, so or second to act. JB, who could have probably bluffed his way into a win there, is actually going to lose this hand at this point now, unless he somehow bluffs everybody out of it, but I just don't think that's going to happen. So Jenny now with $300 bet, and Barry makes the fold. JB now with a decision to make. He's put a lot of money into this pot because he thought his 9 was good, and if he thought it was good the entire time, he's got to think it's good now. I mean, you know, the 8 obviously brings in the straight, but I just don't, it's weird to see how he folds this, and he does not. Oh, wow. Oh, man, what a way to give away the money. Oh, gross. How does he make the call there? I mean, I don't see him making the fold, but I don't know how he makes the call. He's got to know he's behind. I mean, any 3, any 10, any 6-7, any 7-jack, any jack-queen. I mean, he's losing to a ton of combinations of cards here. That's a pretty shocking call there from JB. But then again, I also see how he doesn't get away from it if he's going to make the call that far. Interesting, nonetheless. So Jenny now up to 2,200 in chips. She has made her way up the leaderboard quick. JB with a king 6 of diamonds. He is in the small blind, and he will be first to act off the $10 straddle, the button straddle from Brenton. He does make the call. Jenny with pocket aces now, picking up the big hand after that win. Let's see if that carries over. She raises to 30, gets a call from Fong. Air Force One with ace queen now. Could be getting bored, could be getting frustrated. Oh, wow. Folds for $30. That's insane. I mean, it's a great fold. I mean, he's behind, but how does he make that fold with ace queen for $30? Lucky Duck making the call, as well as Barry. And Fong with a 9-7. 5 to a flop. And a 3-5-10, it looks like. Or a 3-5-8, excuse me. No 10. A 3-5-10, so Barry is now open-ended. And Jenny leading with pocket aces, still at a 56% chance to win this hand. She's still leading 56%. Of course, checks around and Lucky Duck makes the bet of $75. Jenny here making just the call. It's going to be so gross if it's a deuce or a 7. It is a 3 on the turn here. So Jenny's still ahead. Unless Lucky Duck has a 3, which he very well could be. He could be stockpiling a 3 in that hand.
150.
150.
So Jenny, though, taking no more chances. She's going to make the bet of 150. Barry making the snap call of 150 with the open-ended still. He is still open-ended. And Brenton making the call as well. So what could Brenton possibly have here? Does he have the 3? Is a king of clubs now. A king of clubs. So Jenny right now ahead of Barry, of course. Barry going to fold to any bet here, more than likely. I mean, I can't see him risking a stack of his chips when he's down to try to out bet anyone that's been staying this long. So Jenny making the bet of 125, 225, 250. 250, and she gets folds from both players.
You see it?
Can't imagine what Britton had there. I sure wish his cards would have scanned.
I watched this too.
Let's see if she folds.
$25?
Pocket five.
You got an eight queen. With Lubbock.
I think she might have been offering to show the table for a payoff, and I don't think anybody wanted to pay her off. So Jenny, with a 72%
That
VPIP.
three keep flopping, man. I like,
John, I told you his VPIP would rise. He's actually up to 47% on VPIP. So Jenny now up. She's actually second place in cumulative winnings. I didn't see what her winnings were, but she's all the way up into second place. So that's a heck of a climb back. Barry with pocket twos here, with one of his outs already gone, is going to make a raise. He's going to, he's going to, no, he just makes the flat call for $5. I think he prefers to try to trap here. Jenny with the ace-10 raises, or Fong raises it to 30 with the 8-6 of spades. Barry makes the call, and so does Jenny. Let's see if we can see that case deuce come out here. 3, 4, 7, 2 spades. No help for any of the players except for Fong. Flops the straight draw and the flush draw. Barry, though, making the bet of $60 with his pair of twos.
Heads up.
Heads up with Fong and Barry. Turn is now an 8. Gives Fong now the pair, top pair, as well as his straight draw and his flush draw.
150. Very cool.
Fong making the bet. And Barry going away. So Lucky Duck and Barry now. So Jenny, Barry, and Lucky Duck, all three with 2,800 in chips. Got about 10 more minutes with you, so probably three more hands if I'm guessing.
We have a $10 straddle on the button. Straddle, 10 to go. And calls, John calls. One calls, Jimmy folds. Barry calls, George folds.
Air Force One with pocket sevens making the call for $10.
Option
See if
check.
there's a raise anywhere on the board before then. And there's not. So we're going 7 ways to a flop. And a 7 on the flop, giving Air Force One the trips. Jitty, though, picking up the flush and straight draws.
Checks to Barry. Fold, fold.
VPIP also picking up a straight draw.
Check and check. Jimmy checks.
Wow, it checks around a 6 now coming in. Going to give the straight to VPIP. VPIP now picking up the straight. The 9 high straight. How gross would a 6 of spades be here?
First one that's 35.
Air Force One waiting too long to bet. He bets very little as well. So it's going to get folded around. Jenny's going to make the call as well. And of course, VPIP. Fong,
No way.
the 10-4 not going to make this call. Oh,
45.
John going to go ahead and make the raise here.
Down to 3.
Yeah, well, the guy got 2%.
It's going to be frustrating because I don't know we'll see a river. We could possibly see a river here. I don't think Jenny goes away from her flush draw. Raises to 125.
Get this motherfucker,
He's got all the chips too.
It's not the turn card that Air Force One wanted to see, that's for sure. Looks like he is reaching for chips. He's possibly going to make this call.
Ben Perez?
Yeah.
He's in Vegas right now?
He does make the call.
To go select this.
It's like the 3rd year in a row he's done that.
And Jenny now to make the call as well. 6 of spades would be certainly a gross card here. Even a 9 of spades would be 9 of spades or a queen of spades. I mean, 6 of spades would be gross here. Is a jack of hearts, no help. So John now is the winner with the straight to the 9. And the thing is if Air Force One is a little bit more aggressive, he gets it down to him and Jenny, and he wins that hand more than likely. But he lingers, he checks his trips, and he gets checked around and gets he gets beat on the turn. Oh, and he makes the terrible call here. Jeez. What a tough way to go here. Oh man, what a tough loss here for Air Force One. He's been playing pretty strong and catches a hand and just tough decisions. Makes the tough decisions at the wrong time there. Golly. He flops the set. He has a chance to bet the gutty out of it. He probably bets the gutty out of it if he just makes the bet there. And because he does not, he ends up letting John turn it straight. And then he gets aggressive. And of course, he's not super aggressive, so which is fine at that point because he's behind. But he makes that bet on the flop. I believe he wins that hand. Could be wrong.
Can you jump in his seat? George is sliding over to the 10 seat. No problem. You just let me know when we're ready. Jimmy's moving into the big blind. Got a straddle on the button from Paul Johnson.
Want to remind everybody while we have a couple more minutes here, Saturday is our $10,000, $150 guarantee.
We're good, all right.
Starts at 2 p.m. on Saturday. It's a $150 buy-in. We always surpass our guarantee on that tournament. So we'd love to see you come out. If you haven't been to Stacks before, it's a great tournament to start in. We also have our $3,000 guarantee on Tuesdays. That's a $120 max buy-in. You can buy in for a minimum of $45. We typically always make that guarantee as well. Or surpass the guarantee, I should say. The guarantee is always there. And then, of course, tomorrow night is going to be our $100 bounty tournament, $25 bounties for every player that you knock out. JB raises to $60 with pocket jacks here. VPIP making the call, as well as Barry, George, and Jimmy.
5 to the flop.
King deuce 7, no help. VPIP, we don't get to see what his cards are, but JB's still ahead of us so far as we see. The turn is a 9 of spades now. Still no help for anybody that we can see, but we don't know what VPIP's holding. We get a check. JB needs to put out a bet here if he hopes to win this hand. He is going to make a bet, it looks like.
Justin bets 200.
Looks very undecisive, though. Makes the bet of $200. He does get the fold from VPIP.
John folds. Jimmy folds. George folds. Folds around.
I don't like that king, but
Everybody doing okay?
all right, I'm told this is the last hand on the stream, ladies and gentlemen.
So that means we can watch it, right?
All right.
After this
So
one?
after this game, I don't want to take the rest of the break, so I don't know.
Give it to me.
Somebody, if they could tap me out, would be awesome. Thank you. All right, it's going to be a nickel to go.
Pocket sixes for Barry now in the
35.
under the gun. Lucky Duck is out of his chair, so he don't even get to see what his hands are, and we don't get to either. V-Pip with a 10, Queen 10 of hearts. He's going to make the call here. And so is Jimmy with a king deuce. George makes a fold here with a jack 4 of spades. So 4-handed to the flop here. Queen 5 king. Jimmy flopping top pair here, while V-Pip picks up the second pair. John going to bet 55 into this pot here and probably going to pick up a call from Jimmy. Jimmy does make the call. This will be the last hand of the night, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you'll tune in on Friday. We got the 1025 no limit live stream. Stands to be a big game, hopefully. Now 2 clubs on the board as well. So Jimmy all in with 110. V-Pip picking up the straight draw. He needs a queen or a 10 to win this, and it needs to not be a club. He's a 3 of hearts, so he does lose the hand. And that's going to do it for us, ladies and gentlemen. We thank you for tuning in tonight. We're glad you watched. Remember, 5004 Frankfort Avenue. Doors open at 1 p.m. every day for cash games. Y'all be safe and have a good night.
So what's the dealer name?
I'm sorry?
What's the dealer name?
The dealer's name? Me?
Your name.
Oh, I'm Chris.
Oh, you like him? You add him and phone number or what?
Oh, no.